Treble is up. It should be starting.
All right.
Lie.
Yay, we're live.
Amazing.
Damn.
The power of
Took us a while. Took us a while,
Yeah,
actually.
do you hear the background music?
Oh, I'm not on the stream yet. Wait.
Really?
Wait. I'm doing something. Actually, you told me to do something.
No.
All right.
No music?
No.
Let's check it.
Yes, I hear it. It's really faint.
How about now?
Okay. Now, let me get back to some of the links right here. Mhm.
So you can hear the music? We're okay?
Yes. Let me check it one more time. Yes, music is live.
Excellent. Oh, what about the chat?
What about
Chat setup? No?
It's the old chat for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Chat. So much for our original plan.
Oh, let's be honest. If everything would go in order, it would be too easy.
Okay. The chat should be live now.
Okay, it is live, but I can see our previous chat. Good thing I didn't curse.
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah. So if I type something else, let's see. Will it show up?
Yeah, do a little test.
Yes.
Well, hello. Oh, yeah. See? It's okay.
Yeah, maybe we should post on our own Discord server that we are going live.
Yeah, yeah.
How about
sure.
that?
Yeah. Post everywhere.
All right. Yes, boss.
Oh man, we got 4 views. So, what?
Well, hello there.
One is you, one is me, one is Nano. One's probably my wife.
No, I'm not there yet. Wait, so we have one extra.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
All right. Hello to everybody who else joined us. Let me just send the links one more time to everybody I already told that I'm going to send them. So let's go. Right.
Oh my god, Philip. The typing.
What? Oh, my typing.
Yeah, the typing is gonna drive people crazy.
Well, good thing I'm not going to type anymore. I hope. I hope. No promises though.
Okay.
Right, and on our here Discord.
Wow, okay, now what? Now we got 2 people viewing. Wow, even my wife got bored.
Wait! You don't see me? I'm in.
Oh,
Oh my god.
amazing.
Two watching now. Jesus.
So that's me and Philip then.
Yeah, probably. And me.
Oh, you're.
All right. Now I generally got to every Discord. I told people.
So what we're gonna? What's the amount of time that we're gonna wait?
Yeah, we can wait probably a few more minutes, then we could slowly start.
Few more minutes. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
There's 5 people watching. I said what? We need at least 10. At least.
Oh, yeah, at least. All right, I can. Okay, live on.
So Philip, how spectacularly do you think we're gonna fail this?
Amazingly.
Amazingly. Okay. Well,
Amazingly, yeah.
Hopefully, at least we're gonna make some people laugh. Hopefully.
And we will embarrass ourselves totally.
Oh yeah, well,
And-
we don't need an online presentation for that.
Some people actually know me in real life. That's enough.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also,
Yeah.
maybe somebody saw our cringy videos before, so there's that.
you mean my and Adrian's attempts at humor? You mean that?
Oh, look, somebody who said what's up. That's not us.
Oh my!
God.
Hello there.
Why, thank you, you lovely person, Theodore Stenberg.
Yeah, you are the first one to join. Congratulations. All right. What do you think, Just Hitter?
No, we're gonna wait like what, 3 more minutes?
Sure.
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna go to 10 people by then. Oh, it's our boy.
Oh, it's Alva.
Why, hello there.
Oh,
and
Fritzy
Fritzy.
too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what's up, boys?
Fritzy boy. You see,
Let's.
you see, we don't see him for months on Discord, and then he arrives.
Well, Wizard is never late. You know about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Fritzy, congratulations. You became.
Okay. Fritzy
Oh,
came.
hi, Philip.
Fritzy came to see us. This is all gonna be worth it now.
Yeah, he can make fun of us till the rest of our lives. Hi, Philip. Glad you came. I actually didn't expect you'll be coming, so thank you for coming. So we have 10 people.
We have
Joseph,
10 people. Oh my! Well, but we said we're gonna wait until 8:10, so 2 more minutes.
We're going to make people leave.
Come on, Philip. Come on. Don't be so eager. You know, we have enough time to embarrass ourselves. Don't worry.
All right. I don't have that.
Okay, 1 more minute.
All right.
All right. I apologize in advance if you can hear some of my chair creaking, and if you can hear Philip smashing his keyboard or me. It's unfortunately it is what it is. So you folks are just gonna have to bear with us.
Yeah, first time doing this as well. No pressure, I guess.
Okay, we lost a person. I guess they didn't like this.
Oh, good. I can see all of the chat on my pretty face. So thank you, chat, for making it disappear. All right. What
11
about
people.
starting now?
11 people. Yes. Yes. We broke the barrier, Philip. We broke the barrier. It's more than 10.
Don't worry, Fates, you're going to make
we're
this worth your time.
Yes. Look, at least you're going to hear me insult Matan and vice versa. So.
Yeah.
Also, after the presentation, we're going to show a little, spoiler alert, a little combat encounter where you can see me own Matan, so.
You're going to try. But,
okay. 8-10, who's here, he is here. All right, just so we're on the same page, folks. We are doing a presentation of our upcoming tabletop RPG called Rise of the Sovereignless. All of this is part of a charity or organization like an online convention, where the aim is to collect funds, raise some funds, and send them back to those affected back in Croatia by the recent earthquakes. If you're interested in any of that, you can visit the official Discord of the event, and there are instructions on how to donate money if you want to. Nothing is mandatory. You don't have to if you don't want to. All right. So tabletop games. Tabletop games are basically games that you play inside the same room with your friends. All of you sitting by a single table, playing with miniatures. Similar to how you were kids, but now, you try to look like you're adults, but still everybody's a kid at heart. So there's that. Tabletop RPGs are a special subgenre of tabletop games where players create special and specific characters, and one of the players is usually called a game master that creates not a single character but entire universes, gods, demons, whatever, and controls the interaction of the players that they have with the created world. All right, now that we're on the same page and that we all know what tabletop RPGs are, let us continue with our presentation. So, as most of you know, my name is Joseph, and I am the author of the brand new and upcoming tabletop RPG that I just said, Rise of the Sovereignless, or ROTS for short. With me today is my good friend Philip, my main game tester.
Well, hello there again.
Yes, together we will be delivering a short presentation that will detail some of the more important aspects of ROTS. Following this presentation, Philip and I will demonstrate the rules of ROTS in a short combat encounter that will be played out in Tabletop Simulator, a nice little program available on Steam. Well, that's basically what we're going to be showing and doing today. Tomorrow, Philip and I will be interviewed by one of the organizers of this convention. And finally, for those that still stick with us up to that point, we will do a big Q&A where you can ask us not only things regarding Rise of the Sovereignless, but basically anything you want. Okay.
Anything you want, yeah.
As previously mentioned, Rise of the Sovereignless is a tabletop role-playing game. Nothing new here. It consists of two main parts, combat and role-playing. Now, what makes ROTS unique is how these two segments are played out and how they complement each other. But before we go into these two, we might as well start with the very basics, character creation.
All right. So, before we start talking about character creation, I must say that I never really liked the fact that you roll dice to determine your ability scores in, like, for example, D&D or Dungeons & Dragons. I know there were optional rules for that, but the basic and intended way to create a character was based on luck. And while this can make for fun characters, more often than not, it created underwhelming or mostly overpowered characters.
Oh yeah, I was mostly a dungeon master while I played D&D, but yeah, the struggle in the player's eyes was real. You were basically praying the whole time to get 2 or 3 good rolls. Oh, and God forbid if you were playing a paladin or some other class that requires a lot of high scores to be good.
Yeah, fun times, eh?
Yeah.
Well, in ROTS, similarly to D&D, you have abilities. but instead of assigning ability scores via, well, rolling the dice.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're adding sound effects. Okay.
Yes. You have a limited pool of points called creation points that you distribute among these abilities.
Yep, this way you cannot blame the dice for the choices that you yourself make. Because, let us be perfectly clear here, you will have to make hard choices when distributing your creation points. And those choices will bite you in the ass sooner or later.
Why are you enjoying this? Why? Why are you like this?
You know me, Philip.
Anyways, yeah. The reason for this is because there aren't really, how do you call it, dumped stats in our game. Yes, with some certain classes you can get away with having a lower, for instance, intellect or agility. But ignoring certain abilities too much because you think that you will not need them and you'll quickly be shown the error of your ways and it will not be so gentle down the line. I'm speaking from personal experience, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, in ROTS you have 6 abilities. Strength and agility, which are counted as your physical abilities. Intellect and charisma, which are counted as mental abilities. And lastly, endurance and awareness. Your physical abilities determine your physical die, which is used to make attack rolls when attacking enemies. Your mental abilities determine your mental die, which is used to resist spells and determine the strength of your own spells. Physical and mental abilities each govern specific skills. Endurance and awareness, on the other hand, do not govern any skills, but instead determine your hit points and improve your chance of dodging attacks, respectively. Now, okay, before Ray's background and class, one more thing. It is also important to add that your mental abilities, that is your intellect and charisma, determine your sanity points, a very important mechanic that we will discuss later on.
Yes, once you have determined your abilities by assigning your creation points, you get to choose a race, background, and class. Now, the funny thing here is, unlike in most tabletop RPGs, all of these, and I mean all of the backgrounds, races, and classes have unique drawbacks to them. So, when we're talking about race, background, and class, your race will determine your basic appearance and will give you some special racial features, but as I already previously said, it will also include a flaw. Similarly, your background, so that means who you were before becoming an adventurer, will give you motives, ideals, and traits to help your roleplay, but you will also have to choose a quirk, something that will hinder you while playing.
Even the classes are not immune to this, as each class has one class feature obtained on later levels, which impairs something negative on your character. Again, ROTS aims to be a realistic fantasy. Even the core mechanics of it show how fragile and imperfect every character really is. Yet these imperfections are not something to scoff at. Instead, they are ideal for role-playing, and overcoming them can often be a character's lifelong goal.
Yes, and lastly, characters in ROTS are very different from one another. Survival of the character will often depend on his party and his fellows, unfortunately. Like in all tabletop RPGs, having a diverse party is important, and doubly so in ROTS, where anyone can die so easy. And I mean, so easy if you're really uncareful, and if you're not prepared, and if you haven't talked to your party and made a diverse party. So yeah, you're gonna die.
Okay.
Dark Souls, like, you died.
Okay, that is all for character creation. Now, if you have any questions about this or anything regarding what will be said in this presentation, please save them for after the presentation or for the big Q&A tomorrow. But please feel free to share those questions when the time is right, because we would really love to interact with you guys and answer them. All right. Role-playing. The concept of sanity. Now, we mentioned sanity and sanity points already, so let us elaborate a bit on those. ROTS is a realistic and grim tabletop RPG. The characters that the players are playing are not demigods that need no rest between adventures. They are mortal, capable and special in certain ways, for sure, but still very much mortal. While adventuring and watching their followers get slaughtered in front of their eyes, their sanity will be adversely affected. While exploring demonically infested ruins, their sanity will be affected again. And when facing nightmarish creatures that defy logic and reason, their sanity will most certainly be adversely affected.
Oh boy, believe me, I cannot even count the times that the entire party ended up broken, and the catalyst for that were the most simple oversights and overconfidence. Yeah, did that sound overconfident enough? Yeah, just like that.
Darkest Dungeon much?
Too much. Let's not bring PTSD back, please.
Okay, to better represent the fragile state of mind of each character, ROTS uses the sanity points mechanic. Now, simply put, sanity points represent your character's mental state. While adventuring, sanity points are slowly lost. To regain them, characters must return to the safety of civilization and partake in a resting activity. ROTS categorizes resting activities into 3 types: resting activities of the flesh, mind, and soul.
Yes, so when we talk about resting activities, I must say that resting activities of the flesh include drinking, gambling, and my personal favorite, fornicating.
You little whore.
Oh, come on, dude! Really? Now
Yeah.
you call yourself names? Okay.
Yeah,
fine.
definitely. Okay, resting activities of the mind include ruminating, contemplating, and training, while resting activities of the soul include confessing, preaching, and praying.
Boring. We need some action. Come on. Fornicating. Yeah.
You had enough action. You know
No,
what
I
I'm, you
didn't.
know what I'm talking about. You know. Okay, partaking in these resting activities restores sanity points. But whenever you do so, there is a small chance that a strange resting event may happen. In such cases, your character does not restore sanity points, but rather makes something really, really stupid, which complicates his life further. Remember that time, Philip, when
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you remember that when your character got drunk and had a strange resting event occur and proceeded to disclose all of the party secrets to every single patron in the end? You remember that campaign? Now, secrets that you were explicitly told by the king not to share with anyone. That was my personal favorite.
Oh boy, how could I forget? I mean, the entire party made me not to forget it till this day, but thank you for reminding me again. But let me tell you, I have a better one. Remember when mine, Lucius, and Thomas characters got really, really drunk and instigated a rebellion inside the capital city of your favorite kingdom?
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, that even resulted in the death of the most of the nobility and the eventual collapse of the kingdom. And when I say the most of nobility, I mean 70% of the nobility.
I remember that one.
That was my personal favorite. Oh, we got you good there.
Oh, you bastard. Okay, well, there you have it. In ROTS, you do not simply go to the inn just to spend your hard-earned gold. No. You also go there to make a complete fool of yourself, just like in real life.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let's say that your character partook in a resting activity and may or may not have been involved in something that will haunt them for the rest of their life. If the player took this opportunity to embrace these mechanics and roleplay them properly, he would not only restore his sanity points, but also earn a destiny token.
I mean, destiny point.
Well, he would earn a destiny point, yeah, but destiny points are represented by destiny tokens. Destiny points may be used to re-roll any roll that you make with your character. And I mean any roll. Now this is how role-playing and combat are interconnected in ROTS. To adventure, your character must be rested and have his sanity points restored. While resting, you may roleplay to earn destiny points. These destiny points may then be spent during combat or whatever other situation to re-roll failed rolls, which in turn helps you survive combat encounters. And when enough adventuring has been done, and a certain amount of sanity points lost, the characters return back to civilization and have a real reason again to roleplay. Well, at least this is how it should be.
Yeah, how it should be. Until the party says, "Oh no, we can do this. We don't need to return back to the town. There is more treasure deeper in the dungeon. It does not matter that most of us are on 2 or 3 sanity points. We can do it." Yeah. And then we lose those precious few sanity points and end up broken and get killed. Fun times.
That was that
Alright.
campaign when you tried to explore the dungeon, right? And you didn't wanna. You rested inside the dungeon without exploring the entire area.
Please don't embarrass me and my party.
I
please.
remember that one.
We ended up being dead.
Oh, yeah.
Ambushed by everything in the dungeon.
When the dungeon comes to you.
Hey,
Okay.
I must say, it was not my idea. I'll defend myself, it was not my idea.
Okay. All right. So, as Philip so accurately described, losing all sanity points should be avoided at all costs. In such cases, characters must roll a stress test, which is really, really, really hard to succeed. Failing a stress test results in the character becoming broken. In other words, mostly useless during combat, covering in fear, screaming for their life, pissing in their pants.
As you can see, having Joseph as a GM is very fun. His sessions are family friendly and casual affairs. Always a joyful activity, those. Just like Dark Souls. Just like Dark Souls.
You can clearly see where I took inspiration from.
Unfortunately. Goddamn. Anyways, yeah, taking care of 1 sanity points is very important. This is why those damned intellect and charisma abilities are so important. They directly improve a character's maximum number of sanity points, and even if you're playing a non-spellcaster, you will not want to sacrifice these abilities too much. You know what, Joseph? Rolling dice to determine one's ability scores are starting to sound pretty good when I think about it.
Oh, no, don't you dare.
Can we do it?
No,
Can we go?
don't you dare.
Oh.
We said no. It's done.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay. I tried.
Moving on. Combat. All right. Now we will discuss everybody's favorite pastime in tabletop RPGs. And other RPGs, to be honest. Killing stuff. Well, you see, ROTS being a realistic medieval fantasy means that combat isn't so much about killing beasts and monsters, but rather surviving their attempts to kill you. This is where ROTS starts to really differ from most tabletop RPGs.
Yeah, unlike some tabletop RPGs where your character starts with, let's say, 10 hit points at level 1, and by the level 10 has more than 100, in ROTS, characters have precious few hit points. Hit points are actually directly determined by one's endurance. For instance, a character with 4 endurance has 4 hit points. These hit points do not increase with gained levels. You will have the same amount of hit points at level 1 and at the maximum level.
Yeah, speaking of hit points, that mechanic, for me at least, was and still is one of the worst things in role-playing games, be they tabletop games or video games. I never really liked it. I mean, when you think about it, it's so unrealistic. Basically, on level 1, if you get slashed by a sword, you're almost killed, as it should be. But on level 5, you barely feel the same sword slash. Oh, and let's not even go into higher levels. What? By gaining more levels, your character grew more layers of skin and a second heart all of a sudden? I mean... Oh, and don't even get me started on how some GMs defend this atrocity by saying, oh, at level 5, the character didn't actually receive a hit. That hit would have been fatal, but because of their experience, the character managed to avoid that blow, so that's why it wasn't fatal. Come on. The enemy rolled a hit and reduced your hit points. Enough of justifying crappy game mechanics with strange and contrived excuses.
Okay, after this little rant, we shall continue with explaining how ROTS deals with all of this. As I was saying, until I was rudely interrupted, in ROTS, characters have precious few hit points. Their survival depends on positioning, clever use of class features, and last but not least, worn equipment.
Positioning. Yeah, basically, by flanking an opponent, you improve your chances to hit a target, and at the same time, you improve your chances to score a critical hit against the same target. This is something that most other tabletop RPGs have as well. let's be honest. What they don't have is ganging up. Okay, before we continue with this one, we have to clear some misconceptions.
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm sorry. Another ranting coming. I have to do it.
Dude, not even the minute has passed,
yes.
And you have another rant.
Yes, I have to. You know me. First of all, a full set of medieval armor was not nearly as heavy nor encumbering to a trained knight as modern movies presented.
Okay, class, history lesson coming up. Open your pages on 35. We have medieval armors incoming. Again.
Okay, you heard this a million times already, but people haven't, so shut up. In fact, you have YouTube videos of people in full plate armor doing light acrobatics and even working out in a gym. Which means that you've seen it with me. And you laughed our asses off.
Yes. Too many times.
Which means that while full plate armor may have reduced one's ability to dodge attacks, it did not reduce one's ability to fight properly. In fact, it improved it, as a person in full plate armor did not have to dodge blows at all, but was able to, for lack of a better word, safely trade blows. And second, combat between two individuals where the participants did not have a lot of armor on them was short. Like really short. Like 1 to maybe 2 hits and you're dead short. Which just goes to show how deadly medieval weapons were and basically still are to an unprotected body. And third, even a knight in full plate armor could not defend himself effectively against a proper gang up. All that armor did not mean much if 3, 4 or even more people stormed you at once. They would grapple you, slam you into the ground, and while most of them were holding your limbs, one of them would stick a blade between your eyes. Effective. Remember, we are talking realistic combat here. Not movie choreography where the main hero is protected by plot armor. Looking at you, Game of Thrones. Soldiers did not attack each other politely, taking turns. Basically, this is how it functions in ROTS as well. Whenever 3 or more creatures are attacking a target at once, and at least one of them is flanking the target, they are counted as if ganging up the target. They have an increased chance to hit the target, score a critical hit, and the amount of damage they deal to the target is increased. Wrestling is also handled uniquely in ROTS, and is something that is often used in combat. Looking at you, D&D, it is particularly effective when groups of creatures try to wrestle a single target. Okay, rant over. Class not dismissed, I'm sorry.
Oh god, these references are perfect. Oh, big tears of joy. Okay, moving on to class features. Now, as Joseph mentioned, ROTS is a realistic fantasy, but most of all, it's still a fantasy. Adventurers have levels in unique classes. This in turn means that they have access to supernatural abilities and features, spells and whatnot that many ordinary humanoids do not. Of course, this goes both ways. Special fantasy monsters also exist within our fantasy RPG that also have access to magical abilities. Now, utilizing these special and magical features is paramount to one's survival. Class features may improve the amount of damage that a character may deal with their attacks, increasing their survivability, allow them to sustain wounds that would normally instantly kill them, cast spells, and so much more.
Oh, Philip, I'm so touched. It's obvious that you're pouring your heart and soul in this. Have others noticed how Philip's pronunciation of English words has suddenly improved?
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
What?
Speaking of class features and spells.
What? Oh god, we're going to get so embarrassed here, but fine.
Okay, as Philip was saying, class features and spells. ROTS does not have a system where the ability to use a spell or a class feature is limited to a specific number of times per day. We don't have that shit.
Yeah, finally, almost forgot about it. Okay, now my rant is incoming. I'm sorry, I need to do this.
Okay, I'm gonna be so polite, and I'm not even gonna interrupt you. Except
you just did. You just did.
Okay.
You just did. Please shut up. Now, my turn. Okay, my mom said it's my turn on Xbox. Okay, enough of memes. So basically, I hated that crap in D&D. So, for instance, you may use a powerful class feature or a spell only a certain amount of times per day. Why? That means that you are always saving your most fun and powerful features and spells for a particularly hard fight, which means that most of the time in combat you are just doing basic attacks. Well, because you never know when the GM might throw you a particular powerful monster at you. Looking at you, Joseph. And then and use up all of your special features and your powerful abilities and spells. If that combat encounter still was not finished, by then you had again to fight with some more of the basic attacks. I mean, why? Come on.
Yeah, I know that.
The systems weren't actually allowing you to utilize your class and your fun features when you wanted to.
Yep.
That's what always troubled me.
Yeah,
I can't believe
I know.
it still exists.
I know, Philip. I know. I completely agree with you.
Okay. Rant over.
Okay, so on to resource points. Basically, what Philip not so eloquently said just now. That's why in ROTS we handle class features and spells differently. Very differently. You see, every single class, be it a spellcaster or a non-spellcaster, has its own unique resource points. These resource points are expended when one uses their class features and casts spells.
Yes, each class also has its own way of restoring these resource points. For instance, a barbarian restores them by, what do you know, killing opponents.
Oh, wow. Well, such a surprise.
Yeah.
You can see that the developers of the game were so original.
Yeah. Let's go. Primalist now restores resource points whenever someone near them expends their own resource points. Well, that's a nice, unique mechanic. Devs actually had to use Brain for this one. And
how do you use Brain for this one? Basically, what? The character is standing next to you and he expends his resource points and you automatically restore yours. It's a nice mechanic, but you don't really use your brain with that.
No, I didn't see that mechanic in many other tabletop RPGs, so there you go.
Oh, yeah, well, it's an interesting mechanic, but... I know what you mean. It took a lot of brains to invent that mechanic.
Yeah.
That's what you meant. Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, and for another example, a warrior will restore a small amount of resource points each turn. So...
Yep. And the best part is that tracking one's current amount of resource points is so easy with our unique character sheets. But we will get to those later. Now on to something that I am personally extremely proud of. Survivability from worn equipment. Okay, so nice effect, Philip. Oh yeah, Philip was doing this presentation. I only told him what to do and how to do it, but he basically put it together. So yeah. Nice one.
Everything you see is
his handiwork. Okay, so in ROTS, when attacking a target, you roll an attack roll. For an attack to be a successful hit, the attacker must roll an attack roll that is equal to or higher than the target's miss rating. Miss rating is determined by one's agility and awareness, as previously mentioned. Upon scoring a hit, the hit target rolls a protection save. If the hit target succeeds its protection save, then the hit it suffered is only a glancing blow. It hurts, but doesn't really do any real damage. Now, failing a protection save means that the attacker then rolls their damage to determine the amount of wounds that they inflict on the target. Now, how does armor come into play with all of this? Well, you see, wearing armor improves one's chances to make a successful protection save, and it even improves one's toughness rating, the ability to always negate a certain amount of suffered wounds. The heavier and more protective the armor, the more it improves the chance to basically negate suffered damage. But there is a downside to this as well. The more armor one wears, the more they reduce their own miss rating, meaning opponents have an easier time of hitting them.
Yeah, also in ROTS, armor is actually represented not in full sets of armor, but rather by armor parts. There are 4 different armor parts: helmet, chest, arms, and legs. Each of these may come in a light or heavy variant. These armor parts may be freely combined, so meaning you may wear a full set of light or heavy armor, or a combination of light and heavy armor parts.
Oh yeah, and light armor in ROTS is basically the so-called brigandine armor. Leather jackets in the form of, leather and studded leather armor are a big no-no in ROTS. We leave such unrealistic armor representation to other RPGs. Looking at you, D&D. Now, all of this means that characters are allowed to combine armor the way they want, and choose whether they want to wear light armor and focus more on dodging attacks, heavy armor and focus on negating the lethality of suffered attacks, or go the middle route. Have both of these options, although both of them at a somewhat reduced strength.
Yeah, personal choice is what we strive here in Rise of the Sovereignless.
Yep.
So, damage. Damage in ROTS is actually represented through the amount of inflicted wounds. The amount of wounds that one may inflict with their attacks is primarily determined by one's size and equipped weapons, if any. Class features may also improve the amount of wounds inflicted by one's attacks.
Remember how we were talking that characters have precious few hit points? By precious few, we mean 3 or 4 on average. Well, guess how many hit points are lost upon suffering a wound? That's right. One suffered wound means 1 lost hit point. Now take into account that most two-handed weapons, for instance, deal D3 wounds, and you can begin to understand why combat in ROTS is brutal, fast, and realistic. Naturally, and as previously said, adventurers have access to special class features and spells that may greatly improve their survivability, and may wear armor to increase their chances of resisting a suffered blow. But that sword strike that manages to bypass their defenses will always be lethal, regardless of the adventurer's level. And there he goes.
Bye!
Have a beautiful
Have a
time.
great time. Yeah, nice. Okay, so combat mechanics. Right, so we talked about realism a lot, so let us discuss how a typical combat encounter in ROTS is handled. For all of our attempts to create a realistic fantasy game, we must say it's still a game. Some concepts, especially regarding combat, remain very similar to some other tabletop RPGs, but we have made some improvements here as well.
Yeah, combat is usually a chaotic affair, but in tabletop games, it has to have an easy-to-follow structure. Otherwise, the game would simply be unplayable. In ROTS, opposing creatures are called sides. The player's characters belong to the adventurer's side, while the enemies belong, to the opponent's side. Go figure. There are no individual initiatives in ROTS. Initiative is tied to sides. That is to say, when it's your side's turn to act, then your character acts. Determining initiative is then handled speedily and effectively and efficiently. One member of a side takes a resolution die, which is a d6, basically, and rolls it. The side whose member... Wow, there we go. More special effects. Nice. The side whose member rolled higher goes first. If the members of the opposing sides roll the same, they simply roll until one rolls higher. Once the initiative is determined, the first round may commence.
Yeah, now brave us with this because we have a lot of explanation to do. So, rounds, turns, and phases. Combat in ROTS is separated into rounds. These rounds are further separated into turns. Turns are further separated into phases, the movement and act phase. So, in practice, this means the following. Let's say that your side, meaning you adventurers, have rolled a higher initiative and you go first. Your character and that of your allies then take their first turn. During that turn, they go through 2 phases. First the movement and then the act phase. During the movement phase, as the name would imply it, they move their characters. The order in which characters move is determined by their speed. Characters with the highest movement speed move first, followed by the characters with the second highest speed, and so on. Characters with the same movement speed move at the same time. Go figure. Because most adventurers have the same movement speed, this means that the players move their miniatures at the same time, greatly shortening the duration of movement phase. And after that, the act phase begins.
Yeah, okay, before we continue, I just have to read this out loud. So, Boyana asked, can this armor protect virginity?
How to respond to this?
Thank you, Bojana.
Yes and no. It depends.
I answered with maybe.
Well, yes and no. Depends if you have a chesty belt or not. So, well, they did have something similar in the medieval ages, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Enough about protecting the virginities.
Back to what page 35 was it? The lesson continues.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we mentioned we again explained the movement phase. After the movement phase comes the act phase. During the act phase, characters do their actions. Now this can be anything from attacking, using class features, casting spells, and so on. Now what is specific in ROTS is that, and bear with us now, this is really important and something that is really unique. Really unique. What is specific in ROTS is that everybody has to determine what they will be doing before anybody does anything. Remember, ROTS is a realistic fantasy. Everybody is partaking in combat at the same time. Only once all characters have declared what they will be doing in the act phase can the act phase be resolved. The order in which characters execute their declared actions does not matter, and characters are free to proceed in whatever order they so desire. Having a system like this in practice means that, for instance, two characters will declare that they will be attacking the same target just to increase their chances of killing it. Now what may happen then is that the first character might kill the target before the second one rolled any rolls. Yet because the player controlling the second character declared that they will be attacking the same target, they may not switch their target. Everything is happening at the same time. Instead, it is counted as if the second character also attacked the same target and hit him. But because the target is basically already dead, because we resolved the roles of the first character attacking, there is no need for the second player to make any rolls for their character. This naturally also applies to the GM and the creatures that the GM may control in combat.
Yes, what this does is create an interesting dynamic that does not exist in other tabletop RPGs. You have to anticipate, coordinate attacks with your allies, and strategize in advance. Do you want to focus on a single target and ensure that that target is killed, but possibly you will waste the attacks on other targets? Or do you want to spread out your attacks, potentially killing more targets, but also risking not killing them?
Yep. And that risk is real. There is no correct answer here. The way you approach combat is solely based on what you think is best. I mean, sometimes playing safe will pay off. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes taking a risk and spreading your attacks will be the reason why your party survives. Sometimes it will be the reason why everybody died.
Yeah, most of the times is the reason everybody died. At least in our case. Yeah, thank you, Joseph. So once everybody executed their intended actions, the act phase is finished. Finally. Okay, with that, your turn is finished, and then it's the opponent's turn. As in your case, the opponent's turn is also separated into movement and act phase. Once the opponent finished their turn, the first round is complete. Round 2 then begins, and again your turn starts. This is the basic structure of the combat in ROTS.
Yeah, while we did strive to create a realistic fantasy game, we still wanted it to be fast and not overcomplicated. Because of that, we had to make certain concessions. Mea culpa. Yet we believe that what we have here is a good balance between gameplay and realism. Okay.
It may also... It sounds difficult when we talk about it, but in practice...
It sounds kind of convoluted a bit, but we are going to be doing a combat presentation after this.
Demonstration.
Demonstration. Yeah, and you'll see it's really easy to follow. Not to mention thanks to our character sheets, and tokens and whatnot. But later on. Okay, game components. All right now. Let's move on to something really special. I think that in this next segment, you will be able to see just how much of our hearts we have poured into this project. ROTS comes not only with 2 books. Well, it will come when everything's finished. But yeah, our 2 books, the Player's Guidebook and Bestiary. But ROTS also comes with unique character sheets. Now take a look at these beauties. Lovely.
Yes, as you can see, character sheets in ROTS consist of 2 parts, the main and a side part. The main part may be flipped, so will be showed on the presentation. The side one may not and definitely should not be flipped, and you will see in a moment why.
Yeah, so the character sheet that ROTS uses was designed to provide a clear overview of all the necessary player information, negating the need to keep a copy of the player's guidebook at hand when playing the game. The main part of the sheet, the image on the top, is double-sided. The front side contains the abilities, the one that you're looking now, contains the abilities and competent skills of a character, as well as the equipment section. While the back side, ta-da, contains class-specific information, as well as a character's racial traits and background. Now the side part of the sheet, the smaller image on the bottom, contains the basic information of a character, as well as the designated places for where an adventurer may place the various tokens and dice used to track the character's current hit, sanity, and resource points. By having the sheet partially double-sided, we ensured that the tokens and dice used to track the various points of one's character stay in place. To ensure that players are able to interact with the character sheet properly, every single small segmented aspect of the sheet has been explained in detail in the player's guidebook.
Yes, and while we are at it, at the character sheet, I must say a shout out to our artist Ivana, who designed those character sheets.
Well, yeah, I designed it with her, to be honest. I told her what I want, how I want it. Yeah, but yes, you said it. Ivana, really great artist and really talented and really patient.
And thank you for this.
Yes, thank you.
So, tokens, we mentioned them before, and we mentioned them a lot. So, we have a lot of them here, and so various tokens, and well, how do you know? Dice, commonly found in tabletop RPGs, are used in conjunction with the character sheet to ease the process of keeping track of one hit, sanity, and resource points. By using our
where
tokens...
Where are the tokens, Philip? What happened to the tokens?
They'll be coming.
No, they won't. Look.
What?
We go straight to wound tokens.
Alright, I'll...
You bastard. You bastard. You fucked up, didn't you?
No, it's you. That was you.
Okay, apologies. You're gonna see tokens in Tabletop Simulator. So we'll briefly mention them there. Thank you, Philip. Thank you.
Yes. So what's the point of these character tokens? Well, the point is that with using them, you will minimize the wear and tear of the sheet, ensuring that it will always outlive our poor characters. So, as you can see here, we have wound tokens.
Yes, so you can see those. You can actually see those.
Yes. Wound tokens are used to track the number of inflicted wounds on the opponent. They're placed next to the miniature representing the wounded opponent on the battlemat.
Yeah, okay. Let's pray we see the hit point tokens. Oh, thank you, Lord. Okay. We can see hit point tokens. Hit point tokens are placed on their appropriate place on an adventurer's character sheet. They represent the current hit points, the health of an adventurer's character. They are removed from the character sheet when an adventurer's character loses hit points, and are returned when the character has had their lost hit points restored.
Yes. So next we have sanity tokens.
Yep.
So sanity point tokens are also placed on the appropriate place on the adventurer's character sheet. Sanity point tokens represent the current sanity points, or what we call mental state of the adventurer. They are removed from the character sheet when adventurer's characters lose sanity points, and are returned when the player character has lost sanity points. Regained
the sanity points. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, basically, yeah, we showed all the tokens except the condition tokens for some reason. No matter. Take note that the wound, hit point, and sanity point tokens all have a backside with the number 2 written on it, as you can see on this one as well. This is as to ease up the counting of the points that they represent. For instance, if a creature received another wound, the GM would simply need to flip the original wound token instead of physically adding a new token next to the miniature representing the wounded character. That's why they have the number 2, obviously. Destiny tokens. Oh boy, you made this one really big.
It's a big boy.
Okay.
It's a big boy. It's a tech boy. Okay,
Destiny. Yeah, thank you. Destiny tokens, as we already explained, represent Destiny points and are used to easily track the amount of Destiny points that an adventurer has. Whenever an adventurer uses a Destiny point, they simply remove one Destiny token from their character sheet. Upon gaining a Destiny point, they put it back on their character sheet, obviously. Yeah. They can't wear it.
Yeah, but I must say that the real reason why that token is actually that big is the importance of that specific Destiny token.
I know. It saved your ass.
It saved our asses. Yeah. That's why it's a thick boy.
Yeah. Okay.
So next up we have usable item cards. So they are used to indicate the usable items that the character currently has placed inside their belt with pouches. While a character may hold numerous usable items in their backpack during the combat, they may only use, and I mean only use, those that they have inside their belt with pouches. There is no time to search one's backpack for items during combat. Opponents will not simply look at their character, frozen in time and space, while they are rummaging through the backpack for a healing potion.
Looking at you, Skyrim?
Yes, Skyrim. Usable item cards are usually placed anywhere near a character sheet.
Okay. Finally, Monster Scrolls. Oh my. Yeah, the last versions. Oh my god. I really outdid myself with these. Okay, Monster Scrolls are stylized blocks of text which are used to describe the abilities and features of hostile monsters. They are also used to give players details on any possible companions following and serving their characters. Think of Monster Scrolls as mini character sheets for anyone that is not a player character.
Yes, and I can see that some of our players are actually watching this, so here you go. This is their first look at the new Monster Scrolls, so have a look at how much we have improved them. I mean you, Alba and Nenad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, we survived this. Yeah, it was a fun ride, wasn't it?
And most importantly, you, the watchers, actually survived this as well as we did.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen and fellow adventurers. We are done with this presentation. As you can see, a lot of our game is actually completed. What you saw there, the tokens, character sheets, cards, all of that is final. This begs the question of why our game is still not yet released. Well, basically the player's guidebook and the bestiary need to be illustrated. They are missing pieces of art that will go inside these books. While the player's guidebook does have some images in it already, the bestiary has none. And we plan on having a unique image for every monster. That is going to be a lot of images. Also, the books will need to be proofread by a professional. I'm sorry, Emmerich. You are good, but you're not that good. Because of this, we plan on releasing a Kickstarter this year, hopefully this year, which will get us the funding needed to finish this project. Now, before the Kickstarter, most of you know this already, but the team plans on further marketing the game and releasing the sessions of our next in-house campaign on YouTube. The campaign videos will be edited, and hopefully our long-ass sessions will each be summed up in an hour or so, showing mostly highlights of our demented role-playing and combat, all neatly tied with a voiceover of my lovely voice. Honestly, why anybody would watch this is beyond me, but my team ensures me that this is popular at the moment, so yeah.
Of course it is, come on.
Okay.
And we're fun, come on.
Yeah.
I think we are.
Yeah, we try, but I think we tried too bad.
We shall see. Let the people decide. Let the people decide.
Okay, before we proceed to the demonstration of a combat encounter in Tabletop Simulator, Are there any questions that you would like to ask? Now's the perfect opportunity to ask anything regarding the presentation that we did. Allow us to maybe interact with you guys a little. I know it's only 10 people watching, but still, you are our 10 people at the moment, so you're the most important 10 people at the moment. So go on, ask some questions, please.
Oh, look, he's begging now. Yay!
Yes. No, something that GMs don't usually do, but yeah, I'll get down on my knees if necessary.
Oh, you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is something you've been doing lately a lot of times. If you know what I mean.
How would you know that, Philip?
Come on, I know everything.
Okay, Fritzy asks an interesting question. Does this require Tabletop Simulator? Basically, because the team is separate. I'm in Ireland, Nano's in Ireland, most of the other team is either in Croatia, and Muammar is in Bosnia. We use Tabletop Simulator to compensate. Ideally, this being a tabletop RPG, ideally it would be played in the same room, at the same table, and everybody would be physically present in the room. And, you'd be watching their facial expressions, interacting with them, having fun and whatnot, So, the way we're gonna, hopefully, if the Kickstarter is successful, we're gonna sell physical copies. So you will be able to get physical books, physical sheets, the tokens, everything will be made physically and available and be a physical product. Ideally, as previously said, you would play this in the same room. Because of the current situation, because we're separate, because of fucking Corona and whatnot, we are playing it over Tabletop Simulator. Tabletop Simulator is excellent because you can play anything you want over it. Not just ROTS, but D&D, Monopoly.
Warhammer.
Hell, you can play Warhammer. You can even play chess. That's why we are using Tabletop Simulator at the moment. We tried some different programs when we knew that we would have to continue testing online, and we settled for Tabletop Simulator because of certain things that it allows. Basically, it allows me to satisfy my OCD, which you will soon see. And yeah.
So basically, the question that you asked us...
Does this require Tabletop Simulator? Yeah, no, it does not, but you are able to play it using Tabletop Simulator, if you so desire.
Yeah, maybe down some future plans is to maybe release a state of specific Rise of the Sovereignless game component as part of Tabletop Simulator, but
we would need some programmers to program the sheet to be fully interactable and stuff like that. But yeah, it wouldn't be that hard. You'll see how it looks inside. Okay, Philip asks, if I want to play test ROTS with some friends, how can I do it? Easy. Join our official Discord. Introduce yourself directly to me or Philip. Well, I guess Philip already knows you.
Yeah.
And we'll provide you with the books, and basically that's it.
Well, not only that, we forgot that we actually released a playable demo of our book.
Yeah, so if you just want to do a short play test and just want to see is this for me, is this too realistic, not realistic enough, stuff like that, there is a free demo version available to be downloaded via Drive-Thru RPG Games. The link can be found in most of our newer YouTube videos. I mean, we even have a YouTube video released titled Demo Book Release or something like that, where we have the link. The link can also be found on our Discord server. So if you want, the demo book contains everything you need to test the game yourself. It is limited. It only allows you to play until character level 3. And it has a limited selection of spells, because it only pertains spells of one of the pre-generated characters, a cleric. But yeah, if you simply want to quickly test the game, see if it's something that would be interesting for you. You should definitely download the demo book. It will explain everything to you, and you will be able to play test the game with that. If you want something more than what I said, contact me or Philip. Philip, you got anything to add?
Yeah, basically for anybody here listening, our Discord is always available. So if you're really interested and want to test out the game with us, or actually contact us for anything, we can be found on Discord, and there you'll have the chance, and probably you'll get the chance to test out the full version of the game.
Okay, Fritzy asks, can I see you guys play test the game after stream? Yes, as I mentioned, this is the second part of the stream, which we will be going on now after we finish this small Q&A. Basically, we are going to go into Tabletop Simulator, and Philip is going to play his character alongside a few companions, and I'm going to surround him with a lot of monsters and try to kill all of them.
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to show him the error of his ways.
Show me, your GM and the author of the game, the error of my ways.
Yes.
Really, Philip?
Exactly. See, overconfidence. I'm gonna get killed.
You want to lose that starting Destiny point?
No. Wait, you mean 3 Destiny points, right? We said 3. Okay.
No.
But yeah, basically, when the stream ends, stream will stay here on our channel live.
Yeah, we are going to take a 30-second break for me just to switch everything up from this to Tabletop Simulator. To hide the magic behind, not let you see how we're streaming and stuff like that. So to make it
how we are failing at streaming.
To make it appear more magical. And but yeah, it's coming now as soon as we finish the Q&A. But I'm really enjoying these questions. So if you got anything else, I know maybe some of you want to see the combat, and maybe then they'll have some questions. So yeah, we'll do a small Q&A after combat as well. But if you have any more questions now before we proceed with combat, please write them. They were all fun and interesting to answer.
Yeah, we can wait for a minute for that.
Anybody?
It's okay. It takes time to write.
I know how new YouTube content creators feel like. They want the interaction because it will allow them to talk about something.
I mean, to create content.
To create content, yeah. That's basically how I feel at the moment. No more questions. I gotta say.
I can see that Bojana said already that she likes the sanity points lost over time. So, yeah, I will say something about that. They're directly inspired by Darkest Dungeon video game. So, kudos to Joseph for actually using that. So it was his idea mostly. But yeah, the thing that we try to represent is that constant danger that lurks in your mind that will affect you drastically and will make you incompetent to fight once you're broken mentally.
Useless in combat, covering in fear, pissing in one's pants.
Yeah, so the thing we mostly wanted to do is actually to represent that other side, that darker side of the adventuring, when somebody's out there looking at those ruins, finding lost treasures and getting possessed by demons and artifacts and whatnot. So you will get adversely affected by everything you do when you see your companions fall and everything. But in order to yeah, you can.
Fritzy says, just want to say the artist is amazing. Yeah, Ivana is really amazing. Some of the pictures here were actually done by a different guy who did the art for the demo book and for the player's guidebook. Mainly that image that you saw of two warriors fighting each other, the one and
the paladin and the warrior, barbarian.
The warrior, actually, the orc warrior. That was done by the other artist. But yeah, both of them are really, really amazing and really talented. And I think that the links, if you're really interested in them, that the links for their art stations and whatnot can also be found on Discord or in some of the YouTube videos, something like that. But
and also
the delay is about 30 seconds because if I reduce the delay to be less, then we can't stream in 180p, unfortunately. So yeah, that is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, if I don't see any more questions, Joseph, we can proceed then to the Tabletop Simulator.
Okay, yeah, if that's it. We're
Time for the fun to begin.
Yeah, gonna wait for 30 more seconds just in case somebody is typing a question at this moment. You know, I don't want to screw it up to miss an opportunity to answer another question. You know.
Yes, we know you're begging now. Again.
Okay, yeah, it's becoming sad.
Oh, hey,
now.
Joseph, I need to do this. No lollygagging.
Okay, the law has spoken. We shall proceed now to Tabletop Simulator. The stream is going to be paused for, I think, not more than 30 seconds, so we will be right back. Great, honestness. Okay, and we are back. As promised, we will proceed now with an unscripted combat encounter. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right,
Oh,
so
yeah,
for
even the
those
music is fun and yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear it sadly, but I hope.
I do.
If you can... Oh, excellent. Okay, it's on. Okay, so for those who do not know, this is Tabletop Simulator. Tabletop Simulator basically simulates the rolling of dice, movement of miniatures, and whatnot. There we go, more sound effects. These are not part of Tabletop Simulator. These are actually mutton rolling dice, trying to be a smartass. As I previously said, you can play whatever you want in Tabletop Simulator. This basically just allows us to play rots because of before-mentioned reasons. This is one of our random encounter maps. That's something I really like to do in Rise of the Sovereignless, is throw random encounters while the adventurers are roaming the world. You know, this is one of them, and we will be using it today to showcase our non-scripted combat encounter. We will do another combat encounter, a showcase of another combat encounter tomorrow as well. So for those interested in more, they can also join us tomorrow as well. All right, Philip. Philip is going to be playing Kael'ren, the character from his last of our in-house campaign. Kael'ren is a level 7 elf skald, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Accompanying Kael'ren will be a small group of Voidbreaker recruits and vanguards, members of his guild, actually. Yeah, Kael'ren became a guild leader eventually. And they will be facing off Arax. Arax are a unique monster, uniquely created from my own twisted and demented mind. This is a placeholder image. This is not an official image. No image. Bestiary still doesn't have any images inside it, as I previously said. Yeah, we will be using miniatures found and created by other people within Tabletop Simulator. This is also one of the reasons why we use it, because a ton of creators create figurines and anything you can imagine. Basically,
basically most of the stuff you see here is created by somebody else.
The grass, the trees, the little hills, everything was created by other people for free. We just used it and uniquely placed it here to achieve a certain look that we wanted. All right, Philip, you ready?
Of course, time to wreck your ass again.
Hey, where's my Arak?
He is where he should be.
Hey, you took my Arak. What'd you do?
Nope, I didn't touch it. It.
All right. Okay. Where do you want to be?
Well, where can I be?
Now you see, people. This is a trained player. This is a player that has been playing with me for about 5 years now, and he knows. He knows. Okay.
Bless my sanity. I would not recommend. Please get away.
Okay, you're gonna start here.
Right.
We will give you 2 Voidbreaker Vanguards and 3 Voidbreaker recruits. As
All right.
we showed in our presentation, this is the Philip's character sheet that he will be using. Sadly, it is not interactable. It can be if we possess the required programming skills. You can make all of this. You are supposed to write on this character sheet, you know, your agilities, your abilities, your physical and whatnot. Of course, when you print it out and play it as you should play tabletop games in the same room with your friends, you can print it out and write normally on it. In Tabletop Simulator, you can also program the sheet in a way that you can write on it. You fill it out. It would behave like a fillable PDF. Unfortunately, as I said, we lack the knowledge necessary for this. So we'll see.
Well, we also here just to demonstrate the flippable side of the sheet.
As we said, as we
here.
demonstrated, this is the main segment of the character sheet, and you can flip it, and here you can quickly see an overview of all the skilled abilities. So very useful for Philip.
Also, here you can see that why you shouldn't flip this one.
Fuck up with this side.
If I flip this one, all the dice and tokens, as you can see, will go
away. Yeah, so that's why this one doesn't have a backside. I mean, it does. It has a little logo on the backside, but basically that's just, you know, to have something. It's not a plain piece of paper on the backside. And these are the monster scrolls. Both him and I, he's using monster scrolls for his companions, where he has all the necessary information written on his 2 companions. And I will be using monster scrolls for Arax. And tomorrow I will be using these monster scrolls for the Cook Wars. Also another unique monster type specific to rods. Okay, let's start this.
Can you please copy paste my fellow companions?
Well, I can give you, I can promote you. Don't do anything stupid.
Okay. Oh, I would never.
I would never.
Not me. All right. So,
we're gonna give a little backstory for this, huh?
Sure.
Okay, let's say your guild was assigned on a quest to track an Arak colony. Let's say that became that spread too close to a nearby village. The villagers would ask the local baron to help them, but the baron is currently locked in a civil war and the army is unavailable. So your guild was fired.
We're in that kingdom.
Yes, you're in that kingdom.
Guys, do you remember when I told you the story that we kind of destroyed one kingdom and killed the nobility?
That lore was reset.
It was that. No, it is that kingdom.
Lore is reset. It's not valid anymore. Okay, so you are asked by the local village elder to help them out. You've been tracking the colony for half a day now, and before finding the main part of it, you encountered these Arak before the main colony. And being what you are, you foolishly decided to dispatch them.
Of course, we need money. Come on.
Of course. Okay, so as we said, initiative quickly determined by simply rolling a resolution die. Resolution dice are basically d6, where a specific rule will tell you how to use it. For instance, here in the initiative rule, it says roll a resolution die d6, and whoever rolls more goes first.
I got 4.
It says 1. You lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Okay, because he rolled higher, his side, the adventurous side, goes first. Okay, Philip.
Right, so as we said, we have movement and
the first round commences. Because you rolled higher, your turn goes. You are first to go. Your turn starts. The turn is broken into movement and act phase. Your movement phase begins.
Yes, so let's start some moving here.
Okay, while you're moving characters, you go and move them. I'll explain what you're doing. So basically, Philip is an elf, which is a medium-sized creature which moves 10 meters per turn. His companions are humans, which also have movement of 10 meters. Each one of these little black squares is actually 2 meters. This effectively means that during his movement phase, all of these can move for 5 squares.
Alright, we'll do something like this. Need to be a bit more riskier than usually, but let's see what we can do. He will not be able to get anywhere.
Oh, well, he
Okay.
can charge over here.
Actually, yeah. If he was right here.
No, he can. Oh fuck yeah, he has to.
No.
He's
Yeah,
gonna charge.
he
He has
cannot
to go
charge.
straight forward. Okay. Okay, never
Then
mind. Sorry.
he'll probably stay in line. Yep. So basically, what I want everybody here is to charge.
Okay.
But-
So what?
but
Matan
before
did-
that-
yeah. Okay, Matan is finishing the movement phase, right? And during the movement
Yes.
phase, you have to declare who's charging.
Yes. After I declare this, this one will charge at this one. This one will charge at this one. This one will charge at this one. Voidbreaker Vanguard will charge at this Arach, and my character will charge at this one,
Okay.
standing here.
Okay.
Yeah,
and this
and-
one count. When charging, you have to move
Yeah.
in a straight line during your movement phase. So yeah. When charging, medium-sized creatures gain an extra 4 movements during their turn.
So basically, that's
Yeah,
it.
two more squares. Okay, your movement phase is done. Your act phase begins. You declare charge. Move them all.
In appropriate places, yeah.
Yeah. There. You're gonna go there. And that's it.
It's there.
So okay.
Yeah.
So for your act phase,
Yeah, so when they attack, so it's charged for my attack phase. I will use my class ability. Let's come here for
okay.
the
So
Kaler.
you're talking about Kaler, okay?
Yes, so let's come here to my good Eradicator. I've enjoyed it. Show the people what I'm using.
Yeah,
So I'll be
sorry,
using
I'm-
my
Sorry. Okay.
battle chant.
Okay.
That is my class feature, and I'll be using chant of protection.
Okay.
So the affected creatures have their defensive rating improved by 1. So basically, what that means that
It's gonna be
Me
easier
and
for
my
you
allies.
to make
Yeah.
a separate hit, a glancing blow.
yeah,
Okay. That's your quick action for your action.
for my action, Kelran is going to attack this one.
Okay.
This recruit will attack Arach with 2 times.
So with his action and his quick action. Attack,
Yeah,
okay.
same recruit on this one, and this Vanguard will attack with this one.
Okay.
This one with both attacks, and this Vanguard is going to attack this one.
Okay. Okay. So
With
basically,
both attacks.
every single void breaker is attacking twice the enemies
Yes.
that they are looking at. Okay.
And this one will go into defense.
He will use let's see what it's called. The
Special combat
defensive
option.
stance special combat option.
Defensive stance,
Okay.
yes.
His defensive rating is improved by another +1.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Okay. As now, basically you saw what we told you, so you have to declare what you're going to be doing with everybody before you commence doing those actions. Now that Philip has said what his character and his companions will be doing, he can proceed in whatever order he so desires to. So,
Yeah. So,
let's go, Philip.
let's start with this side. So this Voidbreaker
Okay.
Vanguard will attack this Ara.
Okay.
So back to their character sheets, we can see his physical die being a D8 because of her strength and agility. So
are they
means
going to
A.
be using are the Voidbreaker Vanguard? You didn't mention this. Are they going to be using both their action and quick action to attack with Bastard Swords, or they're going to combine Shield Bash and Bastard Sword?
They're going to use both attacks with Bastard Sword.
Okay, both attacks with Bastard Swords. Okay.
So
So here's
the-
here's the attack roll. The dice, a D8 plus a resolution die, a D6 that he has to roll when making an attack roll. This little 6 in the brackets means that if he scores a 6 on a resolution die, the attack becomes a critical hit.
yeah,
He has
So-
to roll higher than my the miss rating of Arak, which is 9, a fairly high miss rating. He has to roll
yeah.
more than that to score, to hit them, to physically hit them, to connect them.
But as they use charge options, so they do get an
They
advantage.
do get advantage, yes. Whenever you have advantage on a roll, you roll 2 resolution.
Sorry,
dice.
copy pasted the wrong one. Yeah, thank you. Get out here. Okay, so we are using these D6.
These metal
on
ones
purposely,
to separate them so they know these are resolution dice and not a normal D6.
Yeah. So let's see.
First attack.
First attack. Let's go. And it's a crit.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and let's see with the second attack. And it's a crit.
Fuck you again.
How the tables turn.
Oh,
Finally.
okay. When you score a critical hit, you basically automatically hit the opponent. You negate his chance to roll a protection save, and it negates his toughness rating, all of his defense. So
And you automatically hit it.
yeah,
course.
that's what I said first. Fuck's sakes. Okay, because the Arak have only 2 hit points, and he's in 2 critical hits, he's definitely gonna be doing more than 2 wounds. This little Arak is dead. So, what happened? The Voidbreaker ferociously charged into the Arak and stabbed him right between his plated. He has like small plates on his skin, so stabbed him both of the times right between his plates.
Wait, you said that he has plated skins. Wouldn't that make...
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
What?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no!
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. They have physical resistance. Yes, they do.
So, you can score if you see if he's dead. Or
yes.
do my crits actually negate that feature?
No, crits negate everything.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Shit
Yes.
and oh, good. Okay.
Okay, proceed with Kelvin, I guess.
Alright, he's going to use his one attack, so
Yeah.
he actually has a d6 as his physical die.
Yeah, okay, so you
use
see
him
why
like
we
this.
have to use different dice.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Come on, boy. And it's not a crit, so
It's a miss.
it's a miss. So yeah, fucking miss rating. It's a 9. I need to get a. Oh my god. Okay, so
It's 7.
I'll
You need a
yeah.
9.
I
So
will
Kelvin
not be using
ferociously charged into the Arak and missed.
No, you mean the Arak actually dodged?
No, you missed.
That would make more sense.
No, you missed. You stumbled a bit. Voidbreaker recruit.
Fuck
Let's go. Let's go. The recruits are
Alright.
gonna show you how it's done, Kelvin.
I hope. Okay, let's see. They have also d6. So let's go.
They also have D6? Okay, maybe not.
Yep. Yeah, fun times. As I said. Let's go, crits. I need you. 6 and 5, 11. So he
Yeah,
hit.
it's a hit. It's a hit, but it's
It's a
not a
hit?
critical hit. Second attack.
And let's see, second attack.
Use.
It's
son
a
of
crit!
bitch. Is he gonna be doing? Is he gonna do 2 wounds minimum with his crit?
Oh, well, he
Best.
does use maces, so he negates 2 toughness rating.
Yeah, well, it's a critical hit. He negates it.
He does 2
Anyhow, but
damages.
he does
2
damage.
wounds.
That's what I wanted to hear.
2 wounds.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to roll for the first one. The second one is also dead. You see,
Dead.
I told you, the recruit is gonna show you how it's done, Kelvin.
Of course, he was trained by me. I was only testing them. See?
Okay, the second recruit.
Second first. Okay, his first attack. Let's go. Okay, he missed. Completely. Utterly
Excellent.
missed.
Second attack.
Oh, somebody's not going to get a raise. He gets a hit.
10. It's a hit. Okay, a
It's a
normal hit. It's not a critical
Normal
hit.
hit,
Now
yeah.
I am allowed to make my protection save. My protection save is 1 die on a 6. So I roll a resolution die, and if I get a 6, this becomes a glancing blow. Which I will not get, sadly. But because Arak have physical resistance, they are resistant to physical damage. Which means anytime they receive physical damage, they may resist it, may ignore the damage completely. They do so on a 3+. So if I roll a 3, 4, 5, or a 6 this time, I ignore all the wounds that he would do to me.
Get a 1.
No!
Yes!
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. You was
He
that
gets
a
the
recruit
wounds.
as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Arak have 1 toughness, and normally they would negate one of the 2 wounds received, but because these bastards are using maces, which are bludgeoning weapons, they ignore 2 toughness rating from a hit target. So yeah, my poor Arak is dead.
He did. It did. I mean.
This
Okay.
is not okay. Kelvin,
This
is not okay.
No, these are my recruits
Okay,
and
well,
my guild members that are well trained. Okay, now we can see this Voidback and Vanguard attacking this Ara.
Oh yeah,
So-
no worries, Fritzy. It seems one-sided. It seems.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure the more of them will pop out from somewhere.
Capital on seams.
Okay, let's see. 6 and 3, it's 9. He hit.
It's a hit. Yep. Let's
And
see.
second attack.
Roll the first protection save.
It's a miss.
Okay, and oh fuck, he failed the protection save, but let's see the physical resistance. Aha!
Yeah.
Succeeded the physical resistance this time. So basically, the Voidbreaker Vanguard hit him with a sword, but just bounced off out of his plates.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's it for him.
that's
And
it.
that's it for my turn.
yeah,
Everybody's
and
done.
That's the entire turn done. Their turn, movement phase. Now, Kael'ren, you feel as if the earth itself is moving a bit. Suddenly,
What?
more Arak pop out of the ground. They were waiting in an ambush.
Told you, Fritzy. What a boss.
Okay. Movement.
Let's dance.
Movement phase.
Wait, if they just came out of the ground, wouldn't that end their movement phase?
No, they were
Oh, goddamn.
they were barely above the surface.
But of course.
Yes, of course. You didn't notice because you were so over eager to charge at these enemies.
A pro tip, guys, don't overly eager charge. Maybe
Okay.
you'll notice these things. Yeah.
Okay, movement phase. Charge. Also charge. Also charge. Also charge. Yeah, basically everybody's gonna charge. So
Whoa.
let's finish the movement phase.
Well, good thing this guy took total defense. Defense stance.
Yep. Okay, movement phase done. Now, act phase. My Arak. How I proudly so say so. But guys, when we're playing a normal session, you know, it's not GM versus players. We are playing together to build a story, you know. So I should be saying my Arak, but because this is a special occasion and
And because Joseph likes to abuse me, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you charge diagonally? Yes, you can charge diagonally. Basically, you can also do this. That's also considered a straight line. The only thing is, when moving, charging, moving, whatever, when going diagonally, every second square is counted as 2 more meters of movement. This is to simulate realistically, you know, distancing. So this would be, if he was here, this would be 2 meters, but this wouldn't be 4, it would be 6. This would be 8, and this being another second square would, instead of being 10, be 12, and so on and so forth. Okay, axe phase. Now, to show you quickly, Araks have 2 different attacks, a pincher and a venomous sting. Venomous sting can only be used as an action, while a pincher can be used as an action and a quick action. What are we gonna do here is, we're gonna maximize our potential of inflicted wounds. So every single Arak, as an action, is gonna be using his venomous sting. And as a quick action, he's gonna be using the special combat option. This is a GM screen. I didn't say that. So the GMs use this to hide their roles if they want to from players who can't see what's happening behind the screen. We have a list of special combat options, and the one that we're using all the time is extra attack, which is used as a quick action and basically allows you to make another attack. As I was, so as an action, everybody's going to be using venomous sting, and as a quick action, they'll be following that up with their pinchers. So we are gonna start the same way that you did, Philip, from this side.
Okay.
I'm going to be attacking the same as you did, so whatever the Araks are facing, that's the target they are attacking.
Okay.
Easily. As you can see, gang up.
And gang up. Completely.
Gang up. And gang up. Everybody's gang up. Everybody has 3 targets around him, and at least one of the targets is flanking him. Just so you know, this Arak is attacking this one.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, you can see it. Okay, clearly. That's it. Let us proceed with resolving my actions. We shall, as I said, start with these 2 that are attacking this
Alright.
one. Okay, his first venomous.
Just to clarify, he has 3 Oh, actually, 5 missed rating. Nice.
Really?
We're actually, yeah.
Well, I did charge as well, so I also get advantage. Oh, and Philip, they are beasts.
I
One
know.
of their beast
I know.
creatures is ferocious. Critically hits targets on a resolution die of 5+.
I know.
This is gonna be a lovely. Wow, would you look at that? The first attack and the crit.
Of course.
The second attack is not a
not a-
crit. It's
a hit.
though.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Oh.
the venomous sting. The stronger attack hit you.
No, but of course.
Give me a protection save for the second attack.
Protection save. Yeah. So looking at them, they have protection save 2 on a 5+.
But they have one more because of your
Yeah.
class feature, battle chance.
So yeah. So that
It's
will
gonna
be
three on 5+.
3 dices.
As you can
Yeah.
see, his vanguards are wearing some decent armor. You can even see the equipment here. And the armor does reduce their miss rating a bit, but it does increase a lot of their statistics and increases their defense significantly. So their chances to resist this blow are fairly high.
Yeah. And because of my my class feature, it's a bit more up. So
Yeah,
and he got.
He got it, so the second attack with the pincher basically just struck you at, let's say, your shoulder pad, and that's basically it. Or maybe your shin, because they're a bit smaller, you know, so...
Yeah,
at
could
your
be.
legs. Okay, let's see what that crit... you receive a wound. You receive a wound
Alright.
with the venomous sting.
So
Here you go, a little wound token.
All right, I'll
Place it next to... underneath the miniature. Nice thinking. And you have to give me
blight save.
a blight save, yes, a DC8 blight save. Their venomous
DC8
stings,
blight save.
yes,
They
venomous
have
stings.
endurance of 3,
so it's gonna be 6 plus a
6.
resolution die.
so it's a D6 plus resolution die. Let's see, DC8.
Yep,
How would you look at that?
that barely rolled, but fine. Fine.
All right.
You succeeded, so you are not venomed. You're not affected by the venom from the attack.
All right.
And that's the Sarek. Finished. This one. Oh shit!
Alright.
Sorry, he received 2 wounds. He does have ganging up. Sorry.
Well, let's flip this one. Yeah.
These don't have, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't update that. Yeah, but they should have.
Yeah, but
as you said, the
in
number 2,
Tabletop
yeah.
Simulator, yeah, you can see.
Yeah, you can see
it eases up the
easily,
tracking.
yeah,
even.
that it's 2. But yeah, this Arak. Let's see his attacks.
So first one is venomous thing.
Yes, venomous sting is a critical hit again. Oh,
Of course.
lovely. And this one is 5. Is it enough for a hit?
Yeah.
Barely.
It is.
Okay, barely hit. Give me a protection save.
All right. Go. Protection save. 5 plus.
And you did not score
no.
the protection save. Seriously.
No. I
Okay,
did not. But he can, as a reaction, block the attack.
Okay, nice. Yes, he does have
Because of
a
the
shield,
defensive
and
fighting.
he does have defensive fighting style. Yeah, he can block twice actually.
Yeah. So let's see. On a 3 plus.
This
Come
is
on,
the feature
let's
of
go.
the defensive combat style, allows him to use an extra block.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to throw it dice. Let's go. On a 3 plus. Nope. The first one miss is a fail, and I can use it a second time.
Yes,
So I'll be
you did
using
the
it.
second time due to the defensive combat style and did a block.
yeah.
Okay. So you block the attack with your shield, and it doesn't damage you. But the critical hit,
unfortunately-
passed, and it is again 2 wounds. Is that enough to down them?
Yeah. They have 3 hit points.
They have 3 hit points. Okay, this Voidbreaker Vanguard is down. He is bleeding at the moment at 0 hit points. The Zarek.
Okay.
Starting with this one.
All
And
right.
the same procedure.
All right.
Okay, we don't have to explain anything anymore. Everything knows what's going on.
They have 6 miss ratings, so yeah.
Okay, yeah, they have a little less armor.
But it's a
Critical.
crit.
And a miss.
Oh,
Completely missed. The critical
Alright.
does deals 2 wounds.
2 wounds. They do have 2 each point. So they negate everything, so yeah, he's down.
There you go. 2 more. Flip the...
No, he's... Okay, you can, yeah.
Now you can see in action what we said, that every single character has to, in advance, has to declare what they're going to be doing. We don't have to roll anything for these now, because they are attacking the same target, which is down already. But because this target is unconscious at the moment and helpless completely, these Arak succeed automatically with both of their attacks. Because this character is helpless and bleeding at the moment, normally he would roll death saves, which would give him a chance to stabilize himself. But because these Arak are attacking him while he's in this state, every single successful attack counts as one failed death save. After 3 failed death saves, a character is permanently, killed permanently.
It is killed.
Let's say permanently, yeah. Well, he's killed. So this Voidbreaker recruit is actually killed. So...
Well, they need to hit him first, but fine.
Well, he's down. He's helpless. They hit him automatically.
Okay.
I know you want to save him, but yeah. You can revive him. Keldrin has revived. Don't be such a crybaby.
I miss you, John. I'll miss you.
Pretty asked, you actually want to try this? To which you can come to our Discord tomorrow, ask for a tutorial. Yeah, yes, you can ask for a quick tutorial if you want to. And it doesn't even have to be as part of contribution. It would be nice, though, to give us a little question again or something. But you can ask. You can join our official Discord server of ROTS as well, and you can basically join us and ask anybody. If we love to talk about something, then it's definitely ROTS.
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing on. These two are attacking this one, so we'll start with this one. First, the poisonous attack. And a critical hit. Lovely. Oh, you are basically seeing how strong having an advantage is. Usually, the Arak would only roll this, a d6 and a d4, and chances of scoring a critical hit would be drastically lower. But because they charged for this turn only, they gained advantage on all of their attacks. That's why they're rolling 2 resolution dice, and that's why critical hits happen so often. What we said, positioning, extremely important. Here, it's what is this? A 6? Yeah, it's a 6. Is it a hit?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, give me. Oh no, it doesn't have to roll anything.
Yeah, from the crit he'll be down.
From the crit he's down, and these two also have the same situation. Both of their attacks attacking him. Another one bites the dust, and another one. And only one Arak is attacking the Vanguard. So,
alright.
First attack. Is this a miss?
It's a hit.
6?
It's a hit. It's a hit.
Second attack. It's a critical. Unfortunately, it's the weaker one, so fuck.
Okay,
Give
let's
me
see if he got the
save.
protection rating.
Yeah, protection
first.
protection rating first, sorry.
I did not get it. Actually,
but you do have blocks.
Yeah, the 2 blocks. First block.
Block number 1, and it's instantly a success. So this one also blocked the attack, so no need for a blight save, and you receive just 2 wounds from the second attack.
All right.
Just
still
2
standing.
wounds. Oh, sorry, copied the wrong one there. Here we go.
Thank you.
That is my turn. That is my turn. Now, to put this into perspective, if we were playing certain other tabletop games, this would amount, when taking into consideration the amounts of participants in this combat, would take us about 20 minutes or more.
Or more, probably.
Or more, yeah. But as you can see, it took us significantly less amount of time, and we are continually explaining everything. So.
Yeah, take that in consideration.
Philip asks, can you pass between 2 characters diagonally if they are touching on the angles? So you basically mean in a situation like this, can you pass diagonally? It depends. If at least one of these characters is your ally, he will always freely let you go. So yeah, you can.
So if I want to with Kelleran just pass, I mean,
basically,
here I can.
Yeah, basically it would count as moving through this spot and going here. And if you wanted to end here, you would basically go here and here. So yeah, you can. Technically, applying the rules, you can't go, you can't do this directly this. So you would go here in this spot and from that spot diagonally here. But yeah, if it is an allied character, you can. If it is a hostile character, you can, but the hostile character might try to prevent you in doing so, and then you would have to roll a physical contest to see if you succeed in your attempt. Okay, moving on. Your turn.
Okay, for movement phase, I'm actually going to do this. So I'm moving like this and standing here.
Oh, so you're gonna do this, this, and this. Or this
and this. And this, yeah.
Okay. Basically what we showed right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am provoking one attack of opportunity from this one.
Really?
I'm moving here. I'm entering his range.
Oh, okay, yeah, you left his range, so you do provoke an attack of opportunity.
But I do have an elf racial trait, so he will, if he's going to attack me, he's going to attack me with disadvantage.
Of course he is, but yeah, because he has advantage and disadvantage at this... Actually, no, he no longer has advantage, right? Yeah, his turn has passed.
Yeah, he charged already.
He has disadvantage. So, okay, again, I roll 2 resolution dice, but this time I don't look at the higher die, I have to look at the lower die. Okay, this was pathetic.
But it's not a crit, but you will hit me automatically because I have a lot of armor and it's a 1 miss rating.
Okay, so. Give me a protection save.
Yeah, let's see. A Kelleran has...
2 on 5 plus, but you have 1 more because you have that your
shout,
bloody battle chant. Defensive rating improved by 1. Bloody bastard. Holy Jesus!
When situation like this happens, you see these destiny tokens? Yeah, I'm using them, so I will use my destiny token to reroll this.
Okay. Only Martin can fail 3 dice needing 1 5. Fail.
Yes, I got it.
Barely,
it's a 5.
you barely got it.
Barely. I got it. That's all that matters, so fuck off.
Okay. Oh wow. Oh, more people join. Hello.
Alright, so I dodged, well,
you dodged.
That attack scraped me.
Yeah, it attacked you, but what, legs again?
Full plate. It's full plated.
Full plate, biatch. Okay.
Alright, so I came
here.
Is
the movement phase done?
Yeah.
Okay, movement phase done. Is done. Who is doing what?
For now, for my action, Kelleran, we will use revive on this one that you previously killed.
Okay, you bastard.
Yeah, and my spell will actually require me to use my 3 of my resource points. So
yes, so this is the place where he puts resource points.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Yeah.
Now, and I will continue to chant, so I will drop down with two less, so I'm on 6. And I'll still be using my chant of protection.
Oh, you are continuing it? Okay. Quick interruption. So, basically, people, you asked about the artist of this wonderful character sheets. It's Ivana. She just recently joined the chat, so if you got any questions for her or something, you feel free to ask it in the chat.
Yeah, Ivana, say hello. Of course.
Okay.
All right. So,
he does have a wound, right? Because you only heal 1 point?
Yeah, he will have a wound. Did you?
Yes, here we go.
He's there. But he will be prone because he's...
Yeah. Yep, he is prone.
Alright, that will be for his action, and I instantly why we decided to actually use the action in advance before anything else. It's something that done instantly, so that's why we did the action first. And for his quick action, he will actually attack this Arach here. This Fortbreaker recruit will go with 1 attack on this one and 1 attack on this one.
Okay.
I need Yeah, and this Voidbreaker Vanguard will disperse his attacks at the same and with the same time, but this time, wait, does it actually? No. Fuck it, he'll drop his shield and he'll be attacking with his Bastard Sword.
Really? You what? You're trying to maximize the amount of wounds to negate their attacks?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, you're gonna drop his shield? Seriously? Okay. Okay, he
Let's
dropped
see.
the shield. Okay. He no longer has a shield. Let's mark this somehow.
He saw that
Yeah, okay, we'll
his
mark it
friend.
we'll mark it in red because he's a total retard, so okay.
Yeah, let's see what we can do here.
Okay.
Right, and
this one's still down.
yeah. Do I?
You
Can
can
I-
attack with although this one is prone, you can attack with him if you want.
Yeah.
You
And
will have
he will be
disadvantage,
attacking.
but yeah, it doesn't matter.
He can try at least. Actually, can he hit with a disadvantage?
Hardly. But he can try. He can always score a critical hit, even with this.
Well, he can try. He can try to grapple.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can.
and he will.
Okay.
He will
can
try to
this
grapple.
one. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. That's it. You want to go with this one first?
yeah. His
Okay,
attack. So
let's go.
he's a D6 plus normal resolution die. So he does not have the advantage now because he didn't charge or anything. So it's a simple attack now. So let's see. And it's a miss. Oh well, shit.
Second attack.
Let's see. It's a crit. It's a crit.
Are you sure?
No, it's not. Not. Fuck.
Are
Okay,
you
it's a
sure?
hit. It's a hit.
Protection
Ah.
save.
Did not get it.
Physical resistance. Why
Didn't get it.
You son of a... What's it?
It did. It did.
You son of a... Yeah, you
He
negate
got.
2 toughness.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's it. Bastard.
It did.
2
Counter
wounds
attack is
negating
the
2.
same one, but yeah, it's already dead. So.
Yep. Yep.
That's why
don't
we
attack that
designate.
one, so he's done with his action. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do the grapple?
No, let's do the Voidbreaker Vanguard
Okay.
attack.
One on this
Targets.
one and one on this one.
Yeah, it's a D8 plus D6. Okay, let me just delete those. Let's go. It's a crit.
You beat you.
First one and the second attack. It's hit 11.
Okay. Protection save. Philip, I am very angry with you.
And
There
he
you go.
gets it. Okay.
There you go. You see, I should have become angry sooner. Yeah. Succeeded as protection save, which means you hit him on the plates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically did nothing. Take
Yep.
that, you void breakers! Come! Would be what the Arak would say if he could speak.
How actually would they sound? Fucking
Something like that.
disgusting.
Yep.
Okay, and this one that is trying to grapple the Arak, so it will be the physical rest of the Arak.
Okay, quick. Oh, sorry. Before that, we are asked by an official representative of ConTribution, what do we get a crash course of what the player does in one turn? Okay, again, we talked about this in the presentation and at the beginning, but sure, no problem. For our official representatives, anything. Basically, rounds are when sides clash in combat, they roll an initiative roll, simple resolution die d6. Who rolls higher goes first. Combat is separated into rounds, which are separated into turns. The side that rolled first goes first, so their turn begins. During their turn, they have 2 phases: act phase and movement phase. During the act phase, they move their characters. During the act phase, they have an action and a quick action. If they forfeit their movement, they can do a full round action, but only if they do not move. If they move during their movement phase and proceed on their act phase, they can do an action and a quick action. Actions can be anything from attacking, casting spells, using class features. Quick actions, likewise, can be anything from using special combat options. Certain spells can also be cast as quick actions and whatnot. So, yeah, basically you get an action and a quick action. During the opponent's turn, you can get a reaction and do something, which can also be an attack or a casting spell or something like that, depending on what class you're playing, what your options for the reaction are. Most of the times it's going to be a simple attack. We had a reaction where Keldrin moved out of the reach of one of the Ereks, and the Erek tried to hit him. Unfortunately, Keldrin is the slimy little nimble elf, and the Erek could not succeed in his attack. Unfortunately. Okay. And with that, you're going to proceed with the grapple, right?
Yeah, that is another secondary option you can do.
Okay, yeah, grapples. Extremely easy. We simply roll a physical contest. A physical contest means that both characters roll a physical check, which is done by using their physical die, which is determined by strength and agility, and the resolution die. So...
No, I have D6.
Yeah, mine's going to be pretty bad. It's a D4 plus D6.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I might have a chance.
Yeah. You do have disadvantage. I'm going to give you, as a GM, I'm going to give you disadvantage. Because you are trying to do it while you're
Well,
prone.
he is a small creature, so...
You're gonna get disadvantage. Enjoy.
Alright.
Holy crap. Okay, it's only 5.
3 and 4.
7.
7. Yeah.
You succeeded to grapple him. And
Yeah.
as soon as you succeed to grapple an opponent, you can or wrestle, you can decide if you want to use either a brawl, a wrestling combat option, or a pin. I'm assuming a brawl, right? Because you're the only one.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. So when grappled, your options are limited. You are no longer allowed to make normal attacks. You are no longer allowed to make special combat options. You can't use class features. But you can use wrestling combat options. While grappled, your statistics are also affected. Your miss rating, and anybody that's wrestling, you and the opponent that you're wrestling, or your miss ratings is reduced to 0. Your defensive rating becomes only 1. And you have disadvantage in all saves, checks, and contests. You can use one of these, one wrestling combat option. Only one, regardless of how many attacks you can make or whatever you got. You can only, while wrestling, you can only use one wrestling combat option during your turn. Keldrin's companion is going to use Brawl. It's a single melee attack. No nothing allowed. But he does deal an extra wound straight out of bat. So, here you go. My miss rating is now 0. You're grappling the poor Arak. It's trying to escape. It's screeching. You know, it's... But yeah.
Nothing's happening.
The poor bastard.
He ain't going to move away. So, yeah. Attack roll is a D6 plus D6, so... I hit it automatically. I'll just throw a resolution die to see if it was a critical hit or not.
Yeah, basically that's all you need to do.
It
was not a critical hit. You hit automatically because my mace rating is 0, but I am allowed to make a protection save. No. Physical.
No. Don't.
Physical resistance.
No!
Yes! You grapple him and you smash him with your weapon, but alas, the chitinous plates save my sweet little Arak. Now you are grappled. We get to show them condition tokens. Something we didn't. So these are lovely, lovely condition tokens, also done by our awesome artist Ivana. We are gonna be using grapple here. Here you can see how they look. So them. We got a lot of conditions. Well, a lot.
Enough. Just enough.
Just enough, yeah. What are condition tokens used for? Condition tokens are used for to in a simple way, convey information of which character is affected by what condition. This character, sorry Philip, this character is grappled, so we put a grapple condition token underneath him. And this Arak is also grappled, so we put a condition token underneath him as well. And there you have it. Now we know that only these two characters are grappled. Easy.
Yeah. Alright, that's it for my turn. Your turn.
My turn! Oh, Philip.
Yep.
Oh, Philip.
It's not going to be fine.
No, it's not. Charge.
Oh no, this one is probably dead, but at least he'll be tanking 3 of them. Hopefully.
Okay, this one. She's gonna charge here, so this one can also charge. Why, hello there.
Oh, but I'm knowing what I'm going to do next. It will be fun.
Okay, these 3 have charged. They're all
Alright.
gonna use all their attacks on this Voidbreaker Recruit. These two are all gonna use all of their attacks on this Voidbreaker Vanguard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do realize he's
Yeah, he did.
well, you know, they do have advantage because he's prone, but you know, maybe they're not gonna crit everything.
Dude, you know he's unconscious.
No, this is a
Not only
Vanguard.
prone.
This is a Vanguard. He's got 3 hit points. He only has 2 wounds.
Okay.
Did
I thought
we-
he was
wait.
done.
What, did we put him unconscious?
Yeah, they did
Oh
the damage.
shit! Yeah, we forgot to add another one.
They will
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
him
Oh,
now.
yeah. Okay. Yes. So all the 4 attacks succeed automatically,
And he gets killed.
He's dead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave him there,
just-
or
We shall see. We shall see.
so you know
Alright.
one was
There. Okay.
one was killed here.
Okay.
Yeah, a bloodstain. Fucking hell! I'm so nice. Okay, yeah. So that's for their turn. This one is grappled, so it's gonna continue grappling. This Arak is actually gonna join this wrestle.
Oh boy.
Yep. Okay, these 2 are finished. These 3. Lovely.
Let's see if this one can survive. and become
Advantage
the
again.
champion.
Lovely.
Oh, he did.
First one. Yes.
It's a crit.
It's
Oh
a crit.
my god.
Yes.
Of course it is.
Second
He's
attack.
already down then. He's already down.
Really?
That's a crit.
Oh
He
yeah,
got
yeah,
2
yeah.
HP.
This is a recruit 2 HP. Yep. Okay. He's killed because of the amount of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Take him. Remove him.
Take him away.
Take him away. Another bloodstain.
Actually, now I'm losing 270 points already. 3. No, I already lost 370 points. So I'll
Yes,
be looking
because
like
your
this.
companions are being slaughtered in front of your eyes, and you are
Yeah.
helplessly looking at this carnage. For each killed companion, you lost a sanity point.
Yeah.
And we said this Eric is gonna try and Jesus, this turn was extremely fast. Is gonna try and join a wrestle. You have this advantage because you, while wrestling, as we've shown in the GM screen, you have while wrestling you have disadvantage on all checks, contests, and saves. So
Yeah.
enjoy.
Amazing. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do it one more time?
Oh come on! Seriously?
So 4.
The same. We gotta reroll.
Alright.
Oh, okay, 8. Okay, now we're talking. One, 4. Yes.
Nah.
Yarek joins the wrestle. He gets a token of his own. And now these 2 are attacking the Voidbreaker recruit. This Arak that joined you is automatically gonna use pin, which he is allowed to do. And this one, as I
Yep.
said, is gonna use brawl, as previously mentioned. Now, because you are pinned, my friend,
Of course.
pinned target is treated as if having 0 toughness rating.
Yeah, but I still have my protection.
Lovely. Let's see if it is a crit or not. It is not a critical hit. Shit. Your defensive rating is only 1 because you wrestled, so but you can still succeed it.
Yeah, 1 on 5 plus.
Yep.
Even though I do have buffs on my
Yeah, it doesn't
protection
matter. It
thing.
doesn't matter when you're grappled. It's fucked. So as you can see, wrestling is a really, really effective way of dealing with heavily armored
Nope.
targets. But most heavily armored targets usually have a high strength, so grappling them is not that easy. You failed?
Yeah, I got 3.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, guess who's down?
again. Okay, leave him there. Just
Yeah, I know,
leave him there.
I know. I have to give him another wound. Okay, and that's it.
Alright, my turn.
Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to do something that I'm probably famous for in our in-house campaign. That is the Sigil of Healing. I'm going to cast it. Yeah, but fun time is I will not be using my I will, fuck it, I'll use my shouts. Continue casting my shouts, so I'm down to 2 resource points.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, Kelvin hasn't killed anybody yet, so his resource points are
the thing is,
killing.
why am I not restoring resource points? Currently, I'm playing a specific archetype of Sculpt that actually needs another player character to effectively restore resource points.
A battle brother. Yeah.
Battle brother called, yeah. But the thing is, I have no other player characters spending their resource points, so I will not
your battle brother is missing out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
I know.
out to Christoph.
Fuck you, Christoph. Yeah, so Sigil of Healing, yeah, let me just where is my draw line? Here it is.
You want me to draw it?
Here it is. Okay.
I'm gonna draw it. Let's use some nice. That's a really ugly color. I would have used blue. Look how nice it
blue?
looks.
Fine.
Look how nice it looks. Damn, this sigil is so fucking awesome.
So basically, whenever somebody ends their turn at the Sigil of Healing, they immediately regain 1 hit point.
Yeah, it also works on enemies as well. If my Eric would to enter this after finishing their turn in here, they would have their hit points restored.
Yeah, he's continuing to shout. So again,
yeah, your action and quick action are done. What are these boys doing?
Yeah. Actually, no. That was a part of my. That's only my.
Oh,
action.
sorry. Yeah, you continue chanting. That's nothing. Yeah, that doesn't count as an action or quick action. Sorry. When you continue, yep. So
wait,
what's it gonna be for the quick action?
You know what? Let's see if I have. I don't have any ranged options. That's too bad.
Really?
But I'm actually. Yeah.
Well, what's this?
I don't have a resource point to cast it. Oh, I do actually.
You can see how spells function in Rise of the Sovereignless. So they're really condensed, but they allow you to overcharge them in many different ways. Overcharging basically gives you options which you can use, or you don't have to if you don't want to. So spells are kind of modular. Overcharging can drastically change how a spell functions. Overcharging also increases the initial cost of the amount of resource points that you have to pay for casting a spell, though. So they shouldn't be used willy-nilly.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to use all of my resource points, so I'll actually cast Heaven's Judgment.
Okay.
Let's see, we're going all the way in. It's either that or die. So I cannot actually modulate my spell because I'm lacking the resource points.
You only have 2.
So
yep.
It's on the resolution die, so I'm going to use my Spear of Destiny or Heaven's Judgment. And I'm going to try to smite the shit out of something, because I'm not about it, but I'm smiting here.
Okay. Which one is it gonna be?
Let's see this arc here.
Okay, you're gonna use Heaven's Judgment on this one. What are the rest of what's this one gonna do? And this one? I'm guessing this one's grappled, so it's gonna roll one of these, right?
Yeah.
Which one?
No, this guy is unconscious. He will only later.
Yeah, recruit. Yeah, sorry, 2 hit points. Sorry. No, why?
So
I think they have 3. Sorry. Yeah, he is unconscious. Yeah.
But my Warbreaking Vanguard will actually, I don't know, get in the brawl and try to hit the arc.
Okay.
Get into the brawl as well. Let's see.
You want to do the Heaven's Judgment first?
Yeah. So as the spell says, I will manifest a lightning bolt infused with divine energy, striking for the sky. I will only roll a resolution die. On a roll of 4 plus, the affected target will take D2 wounds.
Yeah. So basically, this spell belongs to the Sacred School of spells. Spells in rods are separated into different spell schools. Sacred spells are specific in a way that they really don't give a fuck about your physical saves, mental saves, or whatnot. Most other spells require a physical save or a mental save or something to resist them or ease their effects. Sacred ones, they really don't care. The caster just rolls the resolution die, and it's only the resolution die that matters. Yeah. So, pure luck.
Let's go. One game. Tabletop Simulator, don't lag. Okay, let's go. Whee! And it's score of 4 plus. It's a 5.
lovely, lovely.
D2 wounds.
These types of spells negate toughness completely, as explained in the player's guidebook.
Yeah. So this is a D2 dice. It's a triple D4. Let's see.
But halved, yeah. On a 3 or 4, he will deal 2 wounds, which is going to be enough to kill one of them.
And it's a 3, so it's
oh
dead.
no! Are you?
Hey, look! I restore 1 resource.
Yes, and his class, as seen here, Glory or Death, but where you restore 1 resource point each time you kill an opponent. That's what just happened. Are you really,
Smite.
really? What did that Arak ever do to you?
He killed my fucking companions. Alright, why am I laughing? What the hell?
Because you're enjoying this. You haven't... When was the last time we had the combat encounter? Or the combat video, right?
For the combat video and for purpose of this testing, but we did not do that combat testing.
Okay, Kelran is finished. You have the Voidbreaker that's attempting to...
to join the grapple, so he has D8 plus D6.
Arak next to you has disadvantage because he's already grappled.
Yep.
Even though the target is down, he is occupied.
Alright.
Oh, crap. 3.
11.
Yeah, you joined the grapple. Easy. I'm assuming brawl.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, roll the critical.
Let's see if it's a crit.
In case it's not a crit, they fail the protection save.
It's not a crit.
You proceed with dealing wounds. This is a Vanguard, so you got D2 plus 1, right?
D3 plus 1.
And plus 1 more because you're brawling.
Yeah.
So D3 plus 2. So,
It's dead.
Not really. The toughness rating is going to be applied now. Oh, shit, before of that, almost forgot physical resistance.
Physical resistance. Okay.
No.
Yes. It's a D3. Let's see, plus 1. Let's see. And it's 4 wounds.
It's 3, right?
Yeah.
Then it's 5
So,
wounds.
3. Oh, 5 wounds, yeah,
3
thank you.
plus 1 from your size rank and plus 1 from brawling.
Brawling.
5
so it's 5 wounds.
5 minus 1, I think. It's 4. Oh my god, you smashed that poor
Piece of
Arak
shit.
into the ground. Jesus Christ. It's the last sound it made was...
Rest in pieces, motherfucker.
Okay, you bastard.
Okay, so
Your
I'm done
turn
with the
is
turn.
finished. This
And this one.
restores
regains 1 HP.
1 HP. So he had 2 wounds, now he has only 1.
And this one
This one
is back on
also
life.
restores 1 and is back on 1, but is
Still grappled.
Well, yeah, grappled and just, yeah, and on the
Yep.
floor basically, prone as well. But yeah, he regains consciousness instantly. Whenever you are on 0 hit points and somebody heals you before the enemy managed to kill you, you are instantly restored back to consciousness. And your turn is finished.
Yep.
Now it's my turn again. What would happen now is these Arak would charge
at
here. These
Kael'ren.
would surround Kael'ren, and that would be it. We would see maybe they'd kill you, maybe not. This Sigil of Healing does improve your odds a lot. Kael'ren could have played this a little bit differently and tried to, if his character, for instance, if he knew, but he didn't, but if his character knew that these Araks have physical resistance, he could have cast Eldritch Empowerment,
Yeah,
which
I
lasts
do
for
have.
10 minutes. And
But currently I wasn't in a good position
I
because
know.
of center square.
I know, but I'm explaining how, with preparation, you can easily overcome the defenses of your opponents. That would make all of the attacks that he and his companions do not physical anymore, but they would count as Eldritch. And Eldritch attacks would, at the Eldritch damage type, would completely negate this
Physical
feature,
resistance.
the physical resistance feature. And the Araks would not be allowed to, after receiving damage, roll to resist that set of damage.
Also, they would have their physical die improved by 1, and probably I would have additional wound dealing.
So this could have gone very differently if that specific thing was done. Okay. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here. I think there's no need to continue with this because hopefully people get the basic idea now that it's fast, it's brutal, Positioning is, as you've seen, very important. Advantage
Everything.
is extremely important. If you're in an advantageous position, it really means something in Rise of the Sovereignless. Yeah.
So, any questions?
Yeah, basically that's it. So, as we promised, we're going to do a small Q&A now as well. So, any questions? Please, pretty please. And now, what? Now we wait for them to actually hear this.
Yes, beg, please.
Again, sorry.
Joseph, can you do one more thing for me?
Yeah, what?
Can you beg for like and subscribe?
Oh, fuck you, man.
Shut up, Primary.
Okay. Official question. Do you talk any about what kind of stories could be told with ROTS? Did you talk? No. We briefly just mentioned role-playing. Because ROTS is a role-playing tabletop RPG game. We did briefly mention it, but we did not go into it too much. We just lightly touched the subject, how combat and role-playing is interconnected with the sanity points mechanic.
And resting activities.
But yeah, we can use this opportunity now to elaborate. It would be an excellent opportunity. So, Kael'ren lost 3 sanity points. If he would somehow miraculously survive this, let's say he miraculously survived it and maybe lost even more because probably the rest of his companions would be killed as well. He would be in a loss of a lot of sanity points here. Now, what he would have to do is return back to civilization, in this case, back to the village where the villagers hired him to find Isaac and kill them. He would have to go back there, and he would have to partake in a resting activity. Resting activities in ROTS, as previously mentioned, are separated into 3 types. Resting activities of the flesh, of the mind, and of the soul. And he would have to partake into one of them. He partaking in a resting activity would restore his sanity points. On average, about 1 or 2, something like that. And so that would mean he would have to spend a few days recuperating from this haunting experience. Luckily for me as a GM, because this is where most of my fun comes, whenever you partake in resting activities, you have a small chance there's a small chance of strange resting activity occurring. Strange resting event, yeah. Which basically means you something went really wrong while partaking in a resting activity. For instance, if you would to gamble, and if a strange resting event would occur, you would lose a lot of money or some precious items. If you were drinking and a strange resting event occurred, you would my personal favorite, you would spill some sort of secret or something that no one is supposed to know. And the best part is the GM decides what that certain something is.
And yeah, that's probably something Kael'ren would do, but the thing is, Kael'ren knows a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, Kael'ren knows a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah. A lot of which we shouldn't be talking about, but yeah. So you have a real, in Rise of the Sovereignless, you have a real reason to go to that inn and spend your hard-earned coin. Of course, while role-playing, while partaking in resting activities, you can do and you are encouraged to do everything that you would do in any other normal tabletop RPG game that you maybe have experience with previously. For instance, we're constantly talking about D&D because that's the most famous one and most of the people are familiar with that one. You can always normally role-play, to have fun with your mates, do silly stuff and whatnot. Everything is allowed and everything is encouraged. And again, in ROTS, when you roleplay like this, and you are also rewarded destiny tokens by the GM. And we saw here how destiny tokens, once earned, can be used back in combat to re-roll any role that you want. So role-playing and combat are very much interconnected. You have a real reason to not only just to fool around with your friends, to have some fun, but you're also rewarded for your role-playing through game mechanics in a meaningful way.
Yeah. Also, when the type of setting we are actually talking about, we are aiming for alternative for the high fantasy. This is how it's supposed low and realistic setting look like. Fast, brutal, deadly, and dangerous. So there are no demigods. Kaleran, we have level 12 is the maximum level in our game. And there
is level 7 at the moment, right?
No, but our maximum level is level 12.
Yeah.
There are no level 20 or level something. No, Kaleran is almost he's more than half. So in other tabletop RPGs, being that high, much higher, you would actually become a demigod. Here, you would actually see that some basic level enemies that would be the same threat as a level 1, they're at the same threat on me on level 7. So what?
Yeah,
this is what
these
we want
Eric. Yeah, what Philip said. These Eric, if they would have surrounded Kaleran and ganged up on him or whatnot, they would have fucking killed him. You know.
I mean, I would not survive those slashes, those spikes.
Not for long, at least. You know, regardless of him being level 7, having a lot of spells to him and whatnot, and wearing a lot of armor, there are ways to negate all of this. So that's why a lot of times while playing these games. While playing Rots, adventurers will have companions with them, like Kaleran had here. More often than not, more companions than what he had here.
Yeah.
You're not limited in the amount of companions that you can have either. If you can provide food for all of them, and if you can resolve very logistic problems, then all the more power to you. Small digress. Again. The official organizers ask, is RP awarded mechanically, in other words? RP is short for resource points in ROTS. So resource points are these points that he used, while resource points are spent when Kaleran casts spells, using class features and stuff. Every single class has a unique way of restoring resource points. They are usually stored directly during combat. So, for instance, a Skald has the Glory or Death feature, which says in its second part, you restore 1 resource point each time you kill an opponent. Which happened when he cast that spell, the Heaven's Judgment. He killed the Eric, he killed him, and he got 1 resource point back. You meant SP, which are sanity points, which are these. So definitely, yeah, sanity points are restored when you go and partake in resting activities, as we said, and you need them. Because if you lose all of your sanity points, you have to roll a stress test. Stress test is the only time when in ROTS you take a d20 and you roll a d20. And succeeding a stress test means rolling a 20. If you roll anything else, you fail the stress test. As you can see, failing will happen like almost every time. When you fail a stress test,
you can see the stats here on the skull sheet.
If you succeed by some miracle a stress test, you become heroic. Every single class has certain heroic states. These are specific to Skald. If you fail, you become broken. These are also specific to a Skald. Maybe Mage and Primalist will share some of these, but no single class has exactly the same heroic and broken states. Like, there is no Skald that has exactly the same heroic and exactly the same broken states, like a Skald. If you become heroic, all of your sanity points are restored, and you become affected by one of these states that you roll a d4 and determine which one. Likewise, if you become broken, you roll a d4, determine which one affects you, and your sanity points remain at 0 until you restore at least 1 sanity point.
Yeah, but as you said, you meant to roleplay, so basically for roleplaying, you saw me using my Destiny token right there.
Yeah.
So, Destiny tokens are awarded to players for good roleplaying, good strategical good combat strategizing, and whatever GM decides.
Even, the fulfilling quests. Yeah, whenever the GM decides that there is a meaningful reason to award their players a Destiny point, he should award them a Destiny point. that could be, like Philip said, good role playing, which I prefer giving the Destiny points for good role playing. But it doesn't have to be only that. It can be whatever you think as a GM is appropriate. It could be completing quests, thinking of something very smart, thinking of a unique way to approach a problem, forwarding quests, the smart utilizing of combat tactics. You can award players Destiny tokens in the middle of combat. So yeah,
as well. I mean, if I decide to do something dumb but it actually makes sense for my character, I'll probably get awarded with. But
also, definitely. So as we said, your race is gonna impair a quirk on you, something negative. Your background is gonna impair negative options on you. So quirks,
here you have actually a class.
Your class feature is gonna impair something negative. Here we can see, where is it? Scald Hubris.
Yeah.
So a Scald on level, we can see here, Scald's Hubris is awarded on level 8.
Yeah.
Scald's, he does have +1 to all skill checks that he has competence in, obviously. But anytime he fails a skill check, he loses 1 sanity point. So it's really a massive double-edged sword. Every single class at level 8 gets a somewhat negative class feature. This is to symbolize the fact that they are specializing in their class. They're becoming more powerful, but they are becoming more dependent on their class, on their views as a member of their class. They're becoming more single-minded. So that's why through power you have to have some drawbacks.
Not only that, you gain more confidence. So, like Mage, for example, has the class feature that's overconfidence. Simple as that. So if somebody is able to get a save from your spell, you lose a sanity point just because of somebody actually managed to.
But all of your spells become more difficult to resist. So double-edged swords mostly. Okay, another. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you, developers, for interacting. It's the GM's decision. There are no set in stone rules for awarding Destiny tokens. Yes, exactly. So in the player's guidebook, it's explained. There are examples of when you can award Destiny tokens, but it's also mentioned that you can, as the GM, you can do whatever you want with Destiny tokens. Whatever you want. You have examples, but as I said, if you feel whatever the players did, if you feel it's appropriate to award them with a Destiny token, you can do it, and you should do it as well.
Yeah, and to sum it all up, it's a low fantasy, darker, more realistic type of approach to tabletop RPGs, and that's what we aim for and hope for, that people will notice that's different, and it's something that will grow to life, just as me. I too must admit that I was in love for being a demigod, playing high fantasies and whatnot, but seeing how our bit of realism and this kind of approach actually molded me in something else, some different kind of a player that actually enjoys the realistic and more dangerous approach. It's something that you actually need to play to feel it. Something that I cannot explain with words, but once you get a grasp for realism and how actually your decisions could lead to your easily mistimed
demise.
Demise, yeah. Just like in Darkest Dungeon, with only if everything goes right, you're doing it wrong. Something will always go wrong, and that's where the fun begins, actually. That's when your abilities are put to the test, and that's where you as a party do your best.
Yeah, exactly. You as a party, you gotta strategize, you gotta communicate, you gotta work together as a team, and then you will succeed. You succeed together or you die alone. That it is what it is. Now I know Philip and I like to bash on D&D a bit, and we did so in the presentation before. Just so we're clear, ROTS is not a replacement for anything. So we're not trying to replace D&D. We're not trying to replace Dungeon World, Savagery, or whatnot. ROTS is like life. It offers a choice. It's up to the players to choose, to decide whether they want to play it or not. That's one of the main reasons why we released a demo book. It's free. everybody can go download the demo book. You can find the links in our previous YouTube videos on our Discord server. You can download the book. You can read the rules for yourself. You have more than enough information there to test out the game. It is a bit limited. You can only play with 4 pre-generated characters up until level 3, but everything that you would get up until level 3 you have, so you can properly test it. You can see for yourself whether you like this or not. ROTS is not it's not the ultimate game, you know. It's not going to appeal to everybody. There are people that are gonna like that high fantasy feeling, that are gonna like the fact that you can single-handedly defeat 20, 30, 50, it doesn't matter how many enemies, that like that Lord of the Rings feel of epic clashes, epic encounters, where epic heroes can do things unimaginable. And ROTS simply, it won't sit with them, and it's not trying to sit with those types of people. What they are attracted to and the games that they like to play, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no wrong way of playing games. There's no wrong way of what you prefer and what you enjoy to play. ROTS simply offers something different, an alternative, and is aimed at people who closely at people who like and respect realism and who prefer a more grounded fantasy when they play their tabletop RPGs.
Yeah.
That's it.
And also all the links we were all saying, our Discord, our demo book. When the stream ends, we shall add the description of the video and we shall put them all there. So if you are rewatching this, you can see all of the links we mentioned, so you can easily get access to them. Yeah,
well, I mean, I don't know why would you rewatch this. Watching this once is torment enough, but okay, yeah, I don't know.
Well, kudos to you if you're rewatching it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Ivana says low fantasy is better than high fantasy. Personally, I agree, but not everybody will. But yeah. Okay, anybody else? Any questions?
I hope you like the music.
Yeah, I can't hear it, but yeah, it's from the darkest dungeon PC game, and a game that I really like, and a game that's really influenced some of the rules and the decisions for some of the mechanics that we implemented in ROTS.
Such a shame you didn't put my music there, but okay.
What? We had one released song, Philip. What music? Seriously? We can't loop that. It's only 3 minutes.
Actually, it's almost 6, but okay. Alright. It's almost 6. Okay, there are no other questions. The only thing we actually didn't refer to, as I can remember, if Joseph, you can come here on this part of character sheet.
Yep.
Here. We did not refer to skills and competent skills and what are we trying to do differently here. So basically... Yeah, so maybe you've noticed, but there is only 4 skills you can actually write down to. We actually do have a lot more skills, but the thing is, in our game, not everybody is able to try out and be good at everything. That's like in life, not be, I don't know, good in lifting objects and be charismatic at the same time. Maybe I can, but I will not have knowledge about supernatural or something. It's hard to balance those things. So here in our game, in ROTS, you will never have a mage that has almost nothing in his physical ability, lifting the object with his hands, with no using of magic, like a barbarian would easily do with his high strength and agility die. So here, you will have to specialize in what skills you want, and depending on your abilities, they will say if you are good at those or you are not.
So skills are governed by abilities. You can see them here: strength, agility, endurance, awareness, intellect, and charisma. Usually these are filled in. So like Kaelrin has 3 strength and 3 agility, right?
Currently, 3-3.
Something like that, 3-3, which is a d6 of a physical die. That's why he rolled a d6 plus a resolution die when attacking. And he would choose any 2 skills to have competence in them, and the other 2 would be determined by his background. He can only have a maximum of 4 competent skills. Only the skills in which he has competence in he can use. So competent skills can be, for instance, it can be athletics, which allows you to successfully climb over objects, perform feats of athleticism, and stuff like that. Competent skill could be, for instance, lore of the natural, which grants your character knowledge about the world, the elements, the laws governing the natural and the material and stuff like that. Or it could be, for instance, lore of the supernatural, which gives your character knowledge about otherworldly spirits, gods, demons, otherworldly entities, and stuff like that.
Also, you have lore of the world, which
okay,
history,
roles,
survival.
So only primary abilities: strength, agility, endurance, and strength, agility, intellect, and charisma. These are primary abilities, and they have governed skills. So strength governs 2 skills, agility governs 2 skills, charisma governs 2 skills, and intellect governs 6, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Endurance and awareness do not govern any skills. That's why they are slightly differently colored than these. But they are, again, extremely important because endurance directly determines your hit points. So Kelran has what? Kelran has 4 endurance. That's why he has 4 hit points. They also determine your blight save, so the chance to resist venoms. Awareness, on the other hand, increases your miss rating, determines your perception, which allows you to spot hidden enemies and avoid being surprised, which is extremely deadly in rots because if the enemy can get an upper hand on you by surprising you from stealth, then you're really fucked. So yeah.
Yeah, basically that. Especially if they're assassins. Dead.
That open the game up to min-maxing a bit?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. You can specialize, and you have to specialize, but then again, if you specialize too much, you really fucked up. Because let's say you're gonna play a barbarian, and you're gonna say, fuck mental, fuck intellect and charisma. I don't need that shit. I'm gonna remain that at 1. What will happen is you're gonna have a lot of endurance and a lot of strength and whatnot. You're gonna be great with that, but you're gonna have 1 in charisma and 1 in intellect, which means your mental die is gonna be D2. Your maximum sanity points are gonna be 2. I think you can see where this is going. Anybody that cuts anything at you, you will never succeed. Literally, you won't be able to succeed any saves against those spells. And when you lose 2 sanity points, and you've seen how easy it is to lose 2 sanity points, you're gonna have to roll a stress test, and you're gonna fail that stress test.
Let me just remind you. We have monsters that, with their presence, you lose.
Yeah, you got like really badass monsters that have auras of fear, which make you lose 1 sanity point every turn you spend near them. So
we have spells that make you lose sanity points while casting.
Definitely. So we have sanity points are a really big component in rots. So you can do that. You have open hands to create your character any way you feel is good. But if you do that, you're gonna be overpowered in certain segments. Definitely, your physical die is gonna be D12. You're gonna hit everything all the time. You're gonna succeed those physical saves, contests. You're gonna grapple everything with ease. You're gonna be awesome with that. But your mental state is gonna be so shit that whenever battle lasts for a bit longer, anytime the party really needs you, you're gonna be broken, and then you won't be. It won't matter how good you are physically. Your mental state is gonna fuck you up completely. So yeah. It does open to min-maxing, but I think in a positive way, because there's really no proper way to min-max. The same thing is with armor. You can wear a full set of heavy armor, as we've seen with Kelran. It increases his chance of converting suffered blows into glanced blows, so resisting hit damage. But every single enemy, he has 1 miss rating. Every single enemy hits him automatically. So they just have to roll the resolution die to see if it was a crit or not. You can go, on the other hand, you can go full light armor. Like you saw with Arak, I mean, they are beasts, so they don't have any armor, obviously. They have 9 miss rating, which a fairly agile character that has only light armor would have. There were occasions, like 2 or 3 times, when the characters just missed them entirely, especially when they didn't have advantage. Completely missed them. But if they did, if they did, you saw that Arak's protection C was only 1 on 6. So if they do suffer a hit, it's really difficult for them to convert that hit into a glancing blow. Or you can go the middle route, you can really combine middle light armor with heavy armor parts and make any combination that you want, which would technically be medium armor. So you can reduce your miss rating a bit, but you can increase your defensive rating a bit, increase your toughness rating a bit, so go a middle round. Have all of the options, but have all of these options be at like slightly lower than all the other extremes. So that's this philosophy goes into character creation as well. There's no right way of creating your character. Whatever you think is good, that's how you should play. There are certain obvious things like this one, you want some mental, you maybe just put 2 points, 1 in intellect and 1 in charisma, so you have 2 plus 2, which is a d4. So your mental die is going to be a d4 instead of a d2, which is an improvement. And you will have 4 sanity points, which is an improvement from only 2. But yeah, whatever you want, it goes.
Also, we didn't mention, but we have certain combat styles and feats that further let you customize your character. With the feats, you always gain a feat on certain levels, so
it's not like you have to choose if you get a feat or something else. You always get feats at certain character levels. You also have archetypes. Every class has 3 archetypes, and the mage has 8 or something insane like that.
8 or 9.
Yeah, all of these archetypes drastically, and I mean drastically change how your class plays. So you have a lot of customization options from the type of armor, type of weapons. You've seen here how different weapons interact against these Arak. Here specifically, bludgeoning weapons were very good because they negated their toughness rating. But then again, certain other weapons, will allow you to do certain other stuff. Will be better against light armor. Some will be better against heavy. Really, no correct way. Whatever you choose, and this is what I'm really proud of. Whatever you choose, it's valid. Same with spells. There are no placeholder or filler spells or something like that. Like we need a certain amount of spells, so that's why we have spells. No, every single spell, like you can see here, every single spell is highly modular. Every single spell allows you to do so many things. And then you got rituals, like Resurrection here. It's not a normal spell, it's a ritual. It requires material components, it has a certain cost to it. But if you have it, you can do wonderful things, bring people back from the dead. Ivana said, would people believe me if this sheet is the simplified version of the original one? Yes. And Ivana, you remember, if you are going to be willing, we will make certain changes to the deluxe edition. We will update it, and it will be a Kickstarter exclusive. So we do have another variant of a character sheet, which is even larger than this one. So this is an A4, a horizontal A4, and this is an A5. The deluxe version would have like another side component next to here, so it would be this big. And it looks even nicer.
Right, yeah.
But yeah,
until the Kickstarter.
It is a bit unwieldy. A bit, but yeah, it is, for those that really want to show off, let's say.
Or if you really want to support us, that's the way to do.
Really want to support us, yeah.
But yeah, basically there you go. I've even made the adventuring gear part of writing down easier on the character sheet, so you just mark it and that you have it, and that's it.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, in our effort to reduce. As you can see, I didn't. As a GM, there was not a single time where I had to take a pen and a paper and write something down. So all the bookkeeping aspects are gone. Streamlined, simplified, made easy to track. With the players as well. most of the gear that you're gonna want is adventuring gear, and if you got it, you just mark it here, write how many of it you got, and that's it. With skills, you write them down once, and that's it. With this equipment, gear, and stuff like that, you have it here. You can easily write it here. Track the hit points of the rods. Yes, items do have hit points. You can use it. You can complicate it a bit. So in combat, your items can get damaged. And so you can have heavy armor. You can be, clad in heavy armor, protected and whatnot, but that heavy armor can get damaged, and eventually you can get, unless you repair it, it can get completely ruined. And now you may think, keeping track of that is going to be a pain in the ass. No, basically, if it gets a wound, you just mark it one across this, and it has a wound. That's it. Once it's repaired, you erase the mark, and that's it.
Simple, effective.
Yep. Here as well, yeah. Special racial features that your race grants you. Background once chosen, written, that's it. Archetype features that you want to choose an archetype on level 3, you choose an archetype. You get certain class features that only that archetype chooses, write them here. Feats, write them here. Easy. The effort, the intention was to negate
time spent.
Yeah, writing, bookkeeping, and to make it not mandatory for players to have a player's guidebook next to them. Most of the stuff is like written in the sheets, and you only need the sheets. That's it.
So yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah,
what we can take up.
Unless there are no other comments or questions, which I really do enjoy. Have I mentioned how much I enjoy answering your questions? No? Yes?
On the other hand, other words, he's begging you to ask him something, so...
Yeah, okay. I think this is gonna be it. I had a really nice time. This was, we only had 10 views, 11 at some point. Yeah, but, I'm really proud of what we did here, Philip. Thank you so much for spending time preparing all of this with me.
Oh, somebody's going to watch that stream all over again to put the timestamps there, so yeah. P.S. I'm not getting paid for this, unfortunately.
Thank you all, lovely people, for joining us today and watching this. Really, I can't express our gratitude with words. This was our first live stream ever, and even though, as I said, it wasn't a lot of people, it's always going to be our first live stream. So thank you again. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the asked questions and all the comments. Thank you for the organizers for the support of opportunity. And if you feel like it, please feel free to join the official Discord of ConTribution. And if you do feel like it, there are instructions there how you can
donate money.
Donate some money, as we said, for those affected by the earthquakes back in Croatia. And yeah, that's basically it. Tomorrow we will be back. We will be back in Croatian time. It's going to be 1800 hours, right, Philip? 6 p.m.
Yes.
6 p.m.
GMT plus 1.
Yeah, in GMT plus 1. For those in Ireland, that means 5 p.m. And yeah, we will be back. We will open with another live stream where we will be interviewed by one of the main organizers of this event. Yeah,
yes.
A really great guy. And after the interview, we will do another small Q&A in case anybody has any questions. In case, I don't know, somebody else in the meantime watches this who wasn't present at the live stream, we will save this video, which will be available on our YouTube channel. And after that, we're going to do another combat encounter. This time, I am going to use cookware. As you can see, I've got 3 different types of cookware here. And we are going to try and wreck Philip again.
Yeah. You will try again.
Yeah.
Probably succeed.
Hey, I killed two of your people. Hey,
Actually-
hey, you actually killed 3. One of them was revived. Remember? So yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
Okay, we shall see. Can I use more?
For simple mindless beasts, Eric are effective.
Yeah, I need more companions.
Just to quickly explain this, you don't know this, but these little symbols here, threat, they show the GM how deadly the monster is. So these Eric, they have a green seal. These are the easiest monsters to defeat in rots. So yeah,
Easier, my
they
ass.
are the
You
easiest
just
ones.
saw how easy
Exactly.
they are. Yeah.
They are considered pawns in rots. These, on the other hand, you see one of the Kugwar workers are also pawns, but these that have blue seals, they are considered knights, and they are harder than pawns. We got monsters with red seals, which are considered to be bishops. They're much harder. And then we have monsters with purple seals, which are kings, and I like to call them big daddies.
Because of reasons.
Adventuring groups can't really defeat those.
They're made to be defeated. That's the whole point.
But you have to have special artifacts, almost a small army behind you to help you. And big daddies are dragons, and dragons here are realistic. They're going to fly, and they're gonna cast spells at you from a safe distance. They're not gonna swoop down and let you attack them. No, you gotta damage their wings first to force them to go down, and then you can normally attack them in melee. All the while they're gonna be, of course, dodging your attacks, throwing spells and fire breathing at you and whatnot. Big daddies are also, higher demons, angels, stuff like that.
Cyclops.
Yeah, characters that you can't defeat them in rots 1v1, no matter what level you are, no matter what equipment you have. They are just overpoweringly strong. Big daddies.
Yeah, so adventuring group of 4 to 5 adventurers defeating a dragon is a big no-no.
Yeah.
Unless it's a hedgehog, but
you need specialized equipment, dragon lances.
You need dwarves.
But this is so Eric. Basically one of the easiest types of creatures in rots. So you've seen what are the easiest types of creatures in rots, how they wrecked Philip and his companions.
Yeah,
I'm really proud of my Arak and how the way I designed it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and with that is it. Again, big thank you. We will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT +1 time. Hopefully, we will see you all tomorrow again, and maybe we will be in a larger number tomorrow. Yeah.
Did you forget the famous saying you always do?
Holy hell. Yes, Philip, I did forget. I did. Thank you for reminding me. Like and subscribe.
Yes.
Until next time, Godspeed, adventurers.
Speed adventurers.